Still sounds sick, Steve. You good?
I'm excellent. Motherfucker, worry about yourself. Shit.
Damn.
This motherfucker here worrying about where I'm at, if I'm feeling good.
Bro, well, it's a group. It's a
Give
podcast
fuck
of
about
two
all
people.
that shit.
It's a podcast of two people, man.
Care about all that. We're good?
I recorded all that though.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get Steve, we're trying to get a brand here.
We're good.
Welcome to the WindUp Podcast, brought to you by C4 Bat Company, Easter Cookies, and Ferrari Michelada Mix. I'm your host, Steve Medina, along with Junior Aguilar and Julio Ramirez. And then we got our, what do we call him? Because he's here all the time.
I've been here 3 times.
Random
That's
guy.
That's three too many.
3 times.
Mr.
Steve.
Santos Saldivar from Pasadena Legends is in the building with us. And Junior, why don't you introduce our special guest with us here tonight?
All right, man. In the building, we have Josh Wells from the Houston Jackets baseball organization in the building. Thank you for coming out, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
Good. I'm glad you're here. Santos, not so much, but anyway, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this as a group. And so, Junior, take over, my man.
What's going on, man? Steve. Hey.
Hey, dude.
Steve showed up.
I am
back.
Dude, I'm back.
Oh, Steve
Man,
showed up.
I am like so back, dude. I'm so back.
Oh,
And you know, the funny thing about being out was
No one cared.
no, actually a lot of people cared. I'm sorry.
Did they?
I'm sorry to tell you that. But I was out with the flu and I was like gravely ill for like 8 days. And so the deal was like I don't even remember what I said when I called in last week. But anyway, so the Sunday before I got sick, dude, I was like 100%. I went to sleep, woke up, man, sicker than a dog. And I'm telling you, man. And that's when I called in and said, dude, I ain't coming in on Friday. I was like,
that boy gave a whole week notice.
hey, I gave a whole week notice.
He said,
Hey, you know
nah.
what?
Monday, right?
I gave
Monday.
Sick on this day.
Dude, so I gave a whole week notice, and the best
like-
person you got was Santos to take over. Come
Man,
on, man.
come
You guys
on,
had a whole
man.
week, man.
Steve,
You guys had a whole
we gotta
week.
explain. Why were you sick though?
I got
So
the flu.
you just happened to be better on Monday, huh?
No.
So just the whole weekend off?
No, I was sick. I've been sick since probably Wednesday. So I went to the doctor 3 times, and so we just
talked about that, man.
This is the reason why we can't bring him back in the studio.
Oh my God!
I wanted to see.
It's that
Explain
damn-
what's going on. Explain what's going on.
Okay. So before the show started, we asked everybody to make sure they had their volumes down on their phone. I saw everybody mess around with their phone, so I figured we had it right. And then this dude,
Ooh,
come on, man.
bro, that's your phone.
No, it wasn't mine.
No.
I was sharing this, getting the people in here. The crowd's growing. It's going down.
Yeah.
Steve's back.
And so I was sick, and so but let me tell you the reason why. Okay, so a couple of years ago, this is real talk here. All right. So a couple of years ago, I had a family friend who actually passed away from the flu, and so ever since, anytime any one of my friends says, "Hey, I got the flu," I automatically tell them go to the doctor or hospital, because what started off as a BS flu he ended up dying like 7 days later, and so I don't mess around with the flu.
Especially now with the coronavirus.
Yeah, whatever, man. There's so many strands. So I went in there, right? Okay, so I woke up sick, dude, and my wife's like, "Are you gonna be all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be okay." Man, it seemed like as soon as she closed the door, man, I got worse, bro. I was sick. So she comes back home after work. She goes, "Man, you look great. Let's go to the doctor." So I went to the doctor, got tested for, I think it was type A or whatever the heck it was. So, yeah, man, I was sick.
Type A, what? Coronavirus?
Nah, it wasn't coronavirus. It wasn't coronavirus.
I can't believe you called in, bro. I'm gonna call BS. I think you went out on a Valentine's
No,
Day dinner.
listen, no.
Everybody canceled
No.
their plans to give the
No,
fans what they wanted.
I was at home. I was sick. Let me see. Didn't go to practice. Didn't do anything. So, I was at home. As a matter of fact, yesterday was the first day I left my house. So,
Okay.
Since last Wednesday.
since last Sunday.
Okay.
Man,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
great. It's always great to be rich, you know.
Well,
How was
yeah,
the neighborhood in Siena this week?
I don't know. I was inside my room, so I don't know.
Ah.
Saw a lot of TV, man.
Watching
So-
Narcos.
Yeah, I watched the whole season of Narcos. I
That
watched
was
all
a
of
good series.
Yeah.
That was a good series.
I watched all of All American. I never saw that
Yes,
before.
sir.
I saw all 16 episodes.
You're trying out for the All American?
And I
No?
never saw it. Everybody I talked to said that was a good show. Have you seen it?
Which
All American? I don't even know
No.
what channel comes
Dude,
on.
No.
I haven't-
CW.
Oh, it comes on
It's the
CW? Okay.
CW.
No, I've not.
Man,
Watch
that's
it,
a good show, man.
It's a good show.
What's it about?
What's it about?
It's about a
Is
football
it
guy.
like Cheer?
It's a
Nah.
It's a
nah.
true
I mean, that's
story,
what you were talking about 2 weeks ago.
No,
What were you talking about?
yeah.
that?
You know what? And I saw Cheer too.
What?
That Cheer's
I've
like
never
6, 7
seen that.
episodes. That man, it's
Is that about
different.
cheerleading?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's about cheerleading and tomorrow.
Yes.
Hey,
That's a little
that's,
bit.
That's Steve.
hey, when you're sick for 9 days, dude, you
Start
gotta
exploring
you
this
gotta
stuff.
watch
That's down
something.
Steve's alley right
That's
there.
the best you could have.
Hey,
Oh my
it
God.
was good. It was good. But hey, listen. So on Sunday, okay. So Sunday we're at Baseball USA, and I ran into you guys. Right, y'all came to watch the real team play, right? And so then afterwards, I went down to
Real team played this past weekend.
Which one's that one?
What's their name again? I forgot their
Oh,
name.
the Canes. Oh yeah. Let me talk about that now that I'm ready.
Yes. yes. yes.
Let me talk about that. Okay, so I didn't see the show. I've been sick.
So you rewinded and watched it again?
No,
or
I did not. No, I did not.
You didn't watch the call
No,
out?
no, I did not.
I mean,
No. It don't matter what anybody
Okay.
said. I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk facts.
go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
The number one fact is that team has our schedule, and has had our schedule for like 6 weeks. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not a
But they're
coincidence.
from Dallas, though.
It
They
don't
can't
matter.
just- they
It don't
can't
matter.
just hop
Yeah,
on.
yeah, you can. They come over here every other week when we're not playing.
Oh.
They have our schedule. He's had the schedule for a while.
So you rather play in a 4-team tournament than
Who?
yeah? When y'all playing?
Oh, we're playing tomorrow.
How many teams?
I have no idea, dude. I have not
It's
looked.
4 teams.
It's 14.
Yeah.
No matter
It's
which
14.
four it is, we're gonna beat all of them. And
Well,
so,
yeah. I mean, you got to catch up. You're 47-0. What is it? 37.
it don't matter.
I
It
mean,
don't
you got to
matter.
win your game somehow, Steve. And I feel you.
Don't matter.
I feel you, Steve.
Hey, all I have to say is they have our schedule. Okay, they know when we play. Plain and simple.
Damn.
And they've had it for 6 weeks. So you can come on and you can talk, but you don't win major tournaments. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Facts.
Those are facts.
Keep it moving.
We're 4-1 against that team.
But who's counting, Steve? But
No,
who's counting?
counting, right? Nobody's counting. So they could be 100-0. It don't matter. What's gonna matter is in a couple of weeks in the NIT. We'll see what happens.
All right, Steve. It's not all
And we're
about
all good
you.
teams, so-
Are we gonna
Yeah,
interview
we're
our
not there
guest
yet.
here?
We're not there
Yeah,
yet.
Okay,
Steve-
just,
We're not
Steve
there
in
yet.
the-
You just
Nah,
stay there
nah,
hiding,
nah,
Josh.
nah.
Steve came in hot like
I came in hot. I'm fixing to bring up another team that y'all two don't like in a little while too.
Ooh,
so.
ooh.
What?
Yeah,
Who is
I'm
that?
coming in hot today.
It's
And
Steve's
anyway,
world, and I'm just living.
so
it.
check this out.
It's Steve's world, man.
Okay, so
we don't
listen.
need a special
Nope.
guest.
So
Steve
listen.
is a special guest.
Oh, we
So
got
listen.
our first comment. They said this fool thinks Lala's scared.
No, I didn't say he was scared. I'm just saying they have our schedule. You can take whatever you want to take out of that.
Damn.
But listen. So anyway,
Love it. Love
so
it.
I go to field. Where were y'all at? 5, 6.
6.
Y'all were 6,
6.
something like that. Okay, so I go
Something
to
like
field
that.
6. I'm going. I knew Santos was going to be at third base. Why? I have no idea. And I thought my boy Junior was going to be coaching first base.
Hell nah. Hell nah.
To my surprise,
Told you.
Julio.
Retired.
To my
He's
surprise,
a parent now.
he is on the bucket doing game changer.
Tell him about the bang though.
But he's banging
you
the bucket.
s-
That's all that matters.
Are you serious?
Come on, man. They got me on the bucket, man. Look at that.
Had about
No.
seven. Had about 7 errors that
They
game.
got you on the bucket. Hey,
What about the bang, though?
bro, it's
The
kind of
bang.
hot. Man, it's kind of hot in here, dude.
It's kind of hot in here.
I got you, Steve.
Oh, put it on, baby. Put it on. Put it on. Put it on. Listen, so I hadn't talked to anybody, so I didn't know you guys were coming, or else I would have got y'all a shirt too. So we'd have made all.
You should
all
have
five
knew
of
I
us.
was coming eventually.
I did not know you were coming. I was hoping you didn't show up, but you're here. So I would have bought you a shirt. But hey, so Game Changer Dad. Game Changer Dad
Are you
right
wearing that
there
to the next game?
with the phone.
Got to.
With the
got to.
pink bang.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Love
And the funny part is, so I'm out a whole week, right? And then somebody else posts another almost identical picture of Junior doing Game Changer again the next week.
Got that one there too.
You got that one too? Okay.
Oh man.
Man, so
Hey, but look.
Game
out
Changer
of
Dad.
Out of defense, man, the pink bang is the best one.
I'm gonna go with
The,
Cotton Candy.
like
the
it.
froze rose. Hey
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. So
man, this is pretty nice, man.
yeah, man. Shot.
Something you can sleep in.
Shout out. It's a little warm though.
It's all good.
Okay,
baby.
so
I love it.
Okay, so
Way to get me, Steve.
So
Good
here is the
job.
deal. on Sunday.
Where are the
Oh,
comments
we got
at
the
though?
trophy, too.
Yeah, we got you a trophy
What?
too. Yeah, we got you a trophy.
I got a trophy?
Yep.
No.
We need comments, guys. We need comments.
So Game Changer Dad is in the building.
Yes.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god.
Just holding the cups.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scorekeeper, what?
Scorekeeper of the month.
Yeah, there you go. That's awesome.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
That's awesome. So
Man, this is awesome.
yeah, so
How many teams competed in this one?
only one, only one, and I think we got Brian's tie dye shorts in the background right there too.
Oh, you did get Brian, and he's got the leggings under.
Does he really? Okay,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah.
Shout out Brian, a cool dude. Hey, so on Sunday, when I took the picture, when I was on my way home, I made the phone call to make the shirts. The problem was I got sick and wasn't able to show up. So it was supposed to be last week. So now it's this week. So
I'm looking at the man. That's so funny, bro.
Junior commits 3 errors and still gets scorekeeper of the month.
Hey, and no wonder Jay's hitting on like 700 because he's a game changer guy.
Hell nah.
Game changer guy. So-
Nah, look, man. I did have 9 errors the first weekend, but the second weekend was pretty good.
But
It was
why
a lot better.
Why are you
He
saying
cleaned
it
it up.
like it was only 1 or 2? That's 9.
No. And
Like you just like gonna like go past that?
That's funny as hell.
Well, look, the thing is that like if it's your first time doing the game changer,
Yeah.
like when you click on pitch, it gives you like 30 different options.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't learn
So-
that the hard way.
The
So
thing,
you
the
did,
pr-
so
this
you
is-
did it before.
I did it like doing those tournaments, those 5-tool tournaments, and they just threw me in there. He's like, "Here,
Oh.
man, you got to do it on your phone." Boom. I'm like,
Damn.
yeah.
so I don't
It's,
sign
it's,
up
it's
for that.
confusing to learn
It
it like
is.
on the fly, but not only that, like as the game's going on, if you're not keeping up with it, then
You're
you're
just
catching
throw it.
up, and then it just becomes a
You want to
cluster
throw
mess.
a bunch of stuff off.
Yeah,
But by the picture it says that you're really not doing anything, just sitting on the bucket. But
From the comments, our
I'm just-
kids do not make errors.
no,
the
no,
comments.
no.
Our kids do not make errors.
who?
Nah.
Legends or
Yeah,
just kids?
just in
I
general.
don't know. I'm not gonna talk about the legends today. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm gonna leave y'all alone because I got a special legend time game tomorrow at 8:00 in the morning.
8 o'clock special for
The
Steve.
Legends saw the
Me.
bar special 8
I
o'clock.
just-
in the
look,
morning.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
the only thing about that I just can't believe is, Steve's a Raiders fan, right? He's a Rockets fan, and then a Washington Capitals fan.
Yeah.
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah.
I read
What's
that
going on
today.
around?
All over
Okay.
the place.
Okay.
He's all over the place, man.
Okay, so listen, it's
Story time.
no,
Throw the flag.
no,
Throw
so
the flag.
so the, I went
Story
to
time.
I was in Washington and they took me to a Washington Capital game. That's why I like it. That's the only hockey game I've ever been to. So yeah,
Okay. Oh, fair enough.
Do you know
Okay.
anybody on the team?
I sure don't.
Okay.
I sure don't. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a Chiefs Kingdom or what do y'all call
Chiefs
it?
Kingdom,
Yeah.
baby.
Chiefs
That's our group
Kingdom.
Oh, Super
Yeah.
Bowl, baby.
But I'm gonna join Legends Kingdom too. So
Became a fan at the right time.
Hell
yeah, they did.
At the
They
right
did.
Dude, I was
time,
at
dude.
Disney the day he was there, and I missed him.
Man.
Good for him.
Sad story.
Good for him.
Hey, but in other news, I don't want us to trade Correa anymore. I like Correa.
Yeah, I saw that.
Correa's
I
my
saw that
shortstop.
post. Yeah.
Man,
Hell yeah.
get off that. You've been dogging Carrera for a while. That's
Man,
my
I'm
shortstop.
sorry,
right there,
Carlos.
He
bro.
became MVP.
I'm sorry, Carlos.
That's my
Love
man.
you.
Along with the
Carlos.
rest of the Houston Astros fans.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Carlos, man, he's gonna be a Houston guy. He's gonna stay here forever.
We'll see.
I hope so, man. We better pay him. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Nobody else coming to the Astros.
Nah, money talks.
Money
don't
talks?
don't ever forget that in pro sports. Don't ever forget that.
So what does that mean? Does that mean we're losing Springer next year?
If Crane wants to pay him, he's not going anywhere.
Hey, we got a Dodgers fan in the
But he
building.
is- He
don't
on the
get
wrong
me
side of
started
dirty.
with him, man. Don't get me started with him, bro. Every time on Facebook, Santos is always dogging.
When
the
are we going to
Astros.
talk about you, Josh? We need to talk about you.
We'll
There you go.
get to him in a little while.
Here we go.
He's gonna have the whole segment.
Nah, keep him off of me.
Man, this guy's a Dodgers fan, but hey, do you really think you guys are gonna do good?
No.
Too much hype. I think y'all got too much.
You guys are
Still
really
need-
loaded.
Y'all are loaded, but
Yeah.
I think y'all are too loaded. If that makes sense. I think y'all have
No
too many
pitching.
players.
Like the Yankees? They got Price.
Exactly.
Yankees aren't loaded.
Price always hurt.
The Astros are loaded.
Price is
So
really
is Kershaw.
Price is gonna be really on, and he's gonna be off. He's gonna be awful, and he's gonna be hurt.
Be all right.
Who's
Be
that
all right.
pitcher? The Bueller dude? Or
Bueller's a beast.
He's
Man,
good. He's
Correa's
Bueller's a
leaving.
beast.
Our comments.
Correa's leaving.
Yeah,
Whoever pays him,
man.
he's going to whoever pays him.
He leaves, and we get his little brother.
We lose on that.
Oh, we definitely lose.
We definitely lose on that. He's
Yup.
terrible.
So
I
it's
played him last year.
so
when he was at Lamar.
it's at 83 times over and under. We get beamed. Y'all think it goes over or under?
Vegas?
Definitely
Vegas.
over.
Nah, it's gonna go. It's gonna
Over?
go under.
Under?
Yeah,
Under?
man, dude. All these baseball dudes talking.
They
Once
got
they start taking
they got
money,
hit
no.
65 times last year.
Once they start taking money from you, nothing's gonna happen. Players like their money. That's
Yeah.
just how it is. And
Well-
all these baseball guys talking. They
So
ain't
who
about
gets hit
shit.
first?
Who knows?
Springer, leadoff.
Probably the most random person. You can
Say
think of.
Bregman.
Bregman?
Bregman.
Bregman, right in the throat.
I say Josh Reddick.
Josh
Just
Reddick?
Random, really
Random?
Really random.
Or when
They're
they go to
gonna-
the NL, get the pitcher, Verlander.
Nah.
No, is that way going overkill?
Nah. They ain't gonna do. All them guys talking,
saying.
man. All them guys talking. They ain't gonna do nothing. Baseball players ain't gonna do shit. Trust me. They're worse than basketball players.
We got an over on getting hit on the comments.
Really?
Yeah, we got an
Oh,
over, man.
man.
So who's
Nah, I
a
don't
who's
think
a which team do the Astros get in a brawl with first? Who's that? Oh, we got Lale watching, bro.
Good.
Just joined.
It says Altuve.
Altuve? Nah.
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah. I don't know about that.
It's gonna be under. We got an
So
under.
it's gonna be a random person like Brantley, Reddick. Who
Bradley
like-
wasn't
who-
on the team, was he?
Who?
He wasn't on the team.
No,
No,
that's what I
but-
said. It could be random.
Yeah.
Who's our catcher this year?
I don't know. I don't
Maldonado,
think we got
Maldonado.
it.
Yeah,
Maldonado.
Yeah,
So
Maldonado.
it's gonna, he's
And
gonna be
Machete?
the- okay.
Yeah, Machete.
I
Signed
love
him
his
for 1 year.
defense.
Fucking
They signed him for
Machete.
1 year.
Two.
Yeah,
Two?
Yeah, two.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, his agent messed up that he should have been here last year on a 2-year deal, but his agent messed up, and then I think he turned down like
There you go,
a
your team.
$11, $12 million
Dodgers.
contract and signed for one.
Attaboy, big country.
You got to fire your agent on that.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm not
bad,
a Dodgers fan, but I
We
love
shoulda-
that
we shoulda
stadium.
tried to sign
So
up.
nice.
We should have tried to keep for Chirinos.
Why?
I like Chirinos.
Mookie Betts.
Like a
Nah,
great-
you
Struck
don't
out
like
too much-
Chirinos?
Struck out too much
Ah,
for me,
yeah,
bro.
no.
I didn't really like it
That-
too
but
much.
his best year was with Houston, though.
Yeah, I like Chirinos.
Well, he was hitting in that stacked lineup. Let's see what he does when he goes back to the Rangers.
That's
Okay,
where
we
he
got
went, huh?
an under. We got an under.
Yeah, I'm gonna say under, man.
Another under.
So the first pitcher that hits and he gets a $50,000 fine. That's it.
Did you
said
read the
like-
comment or did you say that out of your head?
I'm not reading anything,
That's
dude.
what they just said.
I'm not reading anything. I'm not reading anything.
That's
Say
literally
like
what
70s.
Thomas Johnson just
Bro.
said.
Steve's recording a Snapchat.
Not reading anything.
It's on Snapchat Live.
Oh, bro, no.
And then we got
I'm telling you, man.
we got a Yankees first brawl.
Nah, them dudes are a bunch of punks over there. They ain't gonna do shit.
What about Fires when we play Fires?
Oh, Mike Fires. Oh, I
that?
can't wait to be at
He
that
ain't
game.
gonna show up.
Boo.
He's supposed to start one day, right?
Yeah.
When?
I
I think sometime in May or something.
Oh,
Play a
man,
series
y'all-
with him.
man, that ain't gonna happen.
Hey, I'm gonna
There's
take
no
pride
problem.
They're
in
calling
it.
it Fires Day or something like that. Hit Fires.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna take a trash can with me.
He ain't gonna do it.
Just bang it, baby.
A little bucket.
You think he
Yeah.
comes to
Yeah.
Houston? You think he comes to Houston
Yeah.
even if it's his turn to pitch?
Yeah, he'll come to Houston.
Brandon Lamb says he
needs to.
fired Boris after he signed the deal last year.
Yeah, you need to.
That's
need
my
to.
manager who does the game changer.
Oh,
You need to
Roy
do
Talking
Young.
about him earlier. Yeah.
Jackets in the house, man.
Oh,
Gotta fire
Jackets
him.
in the house. So,
Yes, sir.
did you also hear about Little Leagues in Cali trying to ban teams from using the Astros
I
name?
saw that.
That's dumb,
I think
bro.
that's too much, man. That's way too much.
What do you think,
That is
Steve?
funny.
I don't think about it.
Or maybe go back to the brick red logo?
No, that's even worse.
Ah.
That brick
I was,
red was
about, I was, gonna, I
terrible,
was gonna
man.
pull out my jersey, man, for you. My brick red jersey.
Nah.
Nah?
The one you're wearing right now is good enough.
I'm gonna
That
wear,
blue
I'm,
one?
I'm gonna wear this
You should wear. You
NIT
should wear.
weekend.
You should wear that tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh, y'all not
Yeah.
playing tomorrow?
When,
No, you
when,
can't.
when
No,
the
you
Legends
can't.
play, me and you, Steve, will go up there and cheer them on.
No, I'm not gonna go see.
Hey,
Legends.
y'all should cheer me on every time I do something like whoa,
Like what?
like hey, hey,
what? Stand up?
faster, faster. Like y'all get on me like if I was a kid.
Yeah,
on.
we could do that. We could
Come
do
on,
that.
that'd be funny, man.
We definitely could do that. But yeah, I'm not looking at that. So I just think the first guy that gets it, that hits somebody, if the commissioner wants to levy a nice fine, the over will be done.
Trevor Bauer will pay for everybody's fine.
He needs to get off of social
Nah.
media. He needs to get off of social
Nah, but
media.
he's speaking facts.
He is, but like I don't know, bro. I think he's
I mean, so what's the bigger scandal, steroids or electronic sign stealing?
steroids. I think steroids.
What do you think, Steve?
Doesn't really matter. I mean, shit, they all got caught. The funny thing to me is
Nah, you
Yankee
gotta pick
fans.
one,
Yankee fans talking all that mess, and they're running a pharmacy over there with the Yankees, with A-Rod and Giambi and all those guys. Hey man, I took that line from Mad Dog Russo. I heard him the other day. So
That's pretty good.
yeah, he called it a pharmacy, man, and hey, he's right. So all those sacrilegious Yankee fans now that all of a sudden forget everything, dude. You had A-Rod on your team. That dude was the biggest.
Juice head.
I know my friends in Miami are gonna call me tonight, but oh well, it is what it is. He got
Biggest
suspended for a
juice
year.
Yep.
He got suspended for a year.
But look, I mean, Giancarlo was like, "Well, I would have hit 80 home runs if I would have known what was coming."
Yeah.
No, dude.
Same thing with Judge.
Probably still would have struck out.
Yeah.
If he was on the field,
Yeah.
he needs to worry about staying on the field.
Staying healthy.
Him and all of a sudden, so Judge won Rookie of the Year in what 2017?
2017, yeah.
Isn't that? Didn't the Yankees get caught sign
Yeah.
stealing? All right,
Yep.
so is he giving back that Rookie of the Year?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So while you
It's
get
all-
up there,
It's all disappeared now that the Astros got the
so while
spotlight.
while you get up there and you're shining and you're on your moral horse, why don't you get back that
ring?
Rookie of the Year?
That's fast.
No, he
Same
won,
thing
he
with
won
Flowers.
Rookie of the Year in 2017. They got busted for stealing signs. The same thing.
Same thing.
I'm just saying.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Well, the Red Sox
Nobody,
didn't do the
nobody
same
talks
thing, right?
about that though.
Yeah, nobody talks about it. Huh?
Red Sox did the same thing with the
Yeah, Red Sox too.
smartwatches.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, but I thought their punishment was supposed to come out during spring training. What happened to that? Ash was just sacrificial lamb,
Money talks.
Yeah, man.
right? Ash was just sacrificial lamb.
You
They're
know-
just
you
gonna
know-
have to take it.
You know what that means?
What's that?
Either the Rockets or the Texans, they're gonna win the next year.
Texas ain't gonna
Not
win.
Texans.
I wonder-
You need to stop.
I
Roughnecks?
wanna
Roughnecks,
believe,
too.
but-
Roughnecks?
I'll give you Roughnecks.
Okay, first of all, nobody
I'll
cares
take
about the
that.
Roughnecks except
Come on,
y'all
bro.
three here. Nobody cares about the Roughnecks.
If you like
I
about,
could've
if you like
watched
the,
that game.
Nobody cares about the Raiders.
I watched it for like 15
a
minutes.
lot of
and I
people
got
care
bored
about
of
the
it.
Raiders.
And
for
now,
Roughnecks?
yes, and then they're saying that now they're talking about that quarterback. The Texans should keep your eye on him. I'm like, dude,
Yeah, dude. PJ Walker, he's a
He's too
freaking
short.
god.
good, but
dude.
he ain't
He's
playing
too
against
short.
nobody.
He's too
Man,
short.
you saw that? You saw that sidearm pass? Look like Lil Mahomes out there.
Man.
See, that's what they were reaching
Little.
for, though.
That-
Look like Lil Mahomes.
Little.
You're like, oh! I was like, damn.
So you're gonna compare him with Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson does the same thing.
Man, I don't know, man. It's a tough one.
Really,
Tough call. I'm saying, dude, he's going off, dude. 7 touchdowns.
He got to play against real
bro.
talent.
He's
though.
playing in the XFL. Those three letters are totally
They
different.
don't go together.
Actually, that X and the N are totally different.
Think so?
I know so.
I mean, come on.
Who's
They
the
got
X
Bob
stand for?
Stoops
Extreme?
coaching over there.
I don't care
Got
about
it.
Bob Stoops. I ain't no Oklahoma fan. Shoot, he can't win a big one either.
See, our fans are saying Roughnecks number one.
Yeah, because they ain't playing against nobody.
They're going on the road. They're going on the road this week.
Hey, you saw the power rating? They're going on the road.
They're going on the road. They're going to lose.
Come on,
They're
man.
going on the
We need to
road.
go to a game, bro.
Hey, we got
There's enough.
Robert.
There's enough
$20
seats
a
there.
ticket.
Robert saying
It's actually
Steve.
pretty full.
Hey, Robert says. Robert Cordova says Steve always hating on the Texans. Shake my head. Raiders gonna suck in Vegas too, bro.
No, they're
Hell
not.
yeah.
No, they're not. The Texans are forever stay sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Until they get some new ownership.
You think so?
It starts with them, bro.
Man,
And then you
That's
giving
why-
Bill O'Brien more power.
man.
Y'all like Bill O'Brien?
No,
Hell no.
I've hated him since.
Look,
day
I was a big Bill O'Brien dude up until this past offseason where
one. I
they
gave
were
him,
like,
I
here.
gave
On
him
him?
1 year.
You were big on him?
I liked him. I mean, he's cool. Old
I
school, man.
actually liked him too.
He's old
but-
school, straight up. You
I gave
know,
him 1
he
year.
tries a little bit too hard though. He really does. Like he's not Belichick.
But he tries to live up to his hype,
It's
though.
like, come on, man. You coach Tom Brady like how many years? Like a couple years.
Where's Brady
Quarterbacks
going?
coach.
Where he
He's
staying?
not going to. He's not going to Vegas though.
Hey, they said
Dude, he's like-
Tennessee
he's
was
like-
the front runner.
They're
Nah,
saying
dude, that was 45.
Cowboys
Who
was trying
cares?
to get him, though, is what I heard. Cowboys was trying to get him.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Tom
I
Brady.
think I read last
No way.
He's
yesterday
he's
that
on-
the
he's on
Tennessee Titans are the.
He's
the
on the
major-
wrong side of 40. Y'all can have him. He ain't gonna happen.
Tom Brady to the Texans. Back
year.
up Deshaun.
One
For
year.
what?
Just come get a ring, bro. Come get a ring.
Be
what?
a fourth quarter closer.
Either the Chiefs or the Texans are winning the next 5 years. I don't care.
Lord.
Take your pick. I'm a fan of both, anyways.
Mhm,
What's
okay.
up, Darren?
Whoever's winning.
Man,
what's
I
up
don't even
there?
know about that. Well, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now that we're talking about the XFL, why are they always talking about the turf with the Roughnecks? Did you see that turf that they put out with the little spaceman in the U of H?
Nah,
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I saw it this
seen it.
morning. So
What kind
apparently,
of fan are you, Junior?
Tag me, bro.
yeah, you're supposed to be Mr. Roughneck.
Week two fan, bro.
They're on the road.
They're on the road. They're on the road this week.
Were they
Steve.
at Dallas?
I don't know.
Can you search it on ESPN?
Roughnecks? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think they're in Tampa Bay. They're in Florida or something.
Tampa.
We're on the road. It's gonna be a tough
How
game.
many teams
man.
are in it?
There's 10
I
teams.
have no
No,
idea.
8 teams.
I don't think that's setting the bar high. He said Texans will have a better record than the Raiders.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I don't
Man,
think that's setting the bar high at all. It's the
No.
Raiders.
Who's the Raiders quarterback?
man,
Derek Carr?
I hope it's not Derek Carr. He's trash.
Derek Carr.
They're gonna trade him or what, Steve?
What are you gonna get for him?
Roughnecks and versus Vipers.
Who are the Vipers? RGV?
They're 0
Basketball
2.
team?
0 2.
3-0, baby.
3-0. Man, this
Going
looks
on the
good,
road.
Steve. We might go undefeated. You know the XFL Super Bowl is here in Houston too, right?
Oh yeah.
Where at?
Here.
At our home field.
Yep.
It's destiny, bro. It is destiny.
Okay.
It's kinda
Get
like
ready.
So you said Roughnecks win it year one?
Yes.
If
You think-
if the Roughnecks win it, they go to the NFL. Bring the Texans down. To XFL.
Or
Switch
switch
spots?
the coaches.
Just switch
Yes,
the coaches.
just maybe keep Deshaun on
What
DeAndre.
if they put like the worst team into the XFL? The team that wins
the
goes to
the
NFL?
Dolphins against the Roughnecks. Winner gets into the league. Oh, then Houston gonna have 2 teams, baby.
like
Nah, the Dolphins whoop them.
All right,
That's a good subject.
they want to expand the MLB. They want to add a couple more teams. Which city should get a team?
Orlando.
Orlando.
Nah,
I
none
say
of
Houston.
them.
Houston should get another team.
No.
Come on, man. No.
Somewhere in Louisiana, bro. They need some love.
Nah,
Nah.
Louisiana
Louisiana?
don't. No
It's
baseball
cheap,
there.
but they need some love out there.
No
Nah.
baseball, man.
What do you think, Julio?
They don't have the corporations to back
Houston.
it up.
Another Houston team. Houston Apollos.
Nah.
You like that? You like the way that sounds?
like
MLB
that,
should not
Hell
expand.
yeah, that sounds fly.
They shouldn't
dude.
expand.
The Astros and Apollos, the
Watch
battle
that.
of the H.
Nah, they
Adaz-
shouldn't expand.
Adaz gonna make a select team called the Houston Apollos.
Yeah.
If there isn't one made already.
Yeah. Hey, if you take credit for that name, I'm gonna come.
Well-
Don't get me started on that.
Look in the U-Trip. Look in the U-Trip thing. There's
Real
problems.
quick, so
Oh, we can talk about that.
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
had these, so our first year we had uniforms getting them in. So I thought about for our white jersey, I thought about having Clutch City with the skyline in the back. I get a call, hey man, you can't use that name. Why not? Oh, I own the rights to Clutch City. I said, really? I said, do you mind sending me the paperwork? Sure enough, had the ownership or whatever to the. So I had to rechange it because I was doing like a nickname jersey. Thought that'd be fly.
Yeah.
Then with the skyline in the back,
Hell
you're
yeah.
getting better than that. But I'm still
Slow
keeping-
pitch softball style or what?
No,
Hey, that's how our
Not that
Legends
big, not that
uniforms
big.
were, right? We had a uniform pack like that, but instead of putting like the skyline of Houston, we put the skyline of 225 with the refineries.
Hey, background check.
That's actually funny. That's actually funny.
Storage tanks on.
y'all's biggest fan just checked in.
Oh, who's it?
Trent Cummins. He's like y'all biggest fan, man. He told me to get
yeah?
y'all's autograph.
Hey,
Oh, what's up? What's up, man?
the refineries and then Pasadena Town Square.
Plaza
The
Pasadena.
bank one
They,
building.
they knocked the bank down, bro. That was the tallest building.
Did they really?
Yeah. Couple.
Last year, yeah.
Oh.
It was sad.
Yeah, Santos brought up a good point about the. Okay, so I
Talk
saw
about the
something.
country,
I saw something that you somebody was it you who posted about the
About the-
background checks?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yesterday.
I posted earlier.
Okay.
USSSA announced it on their page, so
Did they really?
Yeah, they
So what
announced
does
it.
that all entail? I
Well,
mean, I know Darren was here, but I can't
it
remember
just
what
says
it says.
criminal background checks for 12 months back.
Okay.
They're gonna. I mean, if you get pop of the, I guess whatever their criteria is, then you're not gonna be able to coach.
What's the criteria though?
I
I know he said it wasn't like a DUI or anything like
mean,
that. So.
criminal background. I'm gonna assume assault, some type of fighting,
Something major.
something,
Or do
something.
Do
like
something like that softball.
Yeah.
Softball coach did.
Yeah, about the softball coach in Pearland.
that. What?
Er?
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard about that.
How
I
can,
saw it. I didn't pay too much attention to it. What was that?
I haven't heard that.
I saw it on Facebook.
apparently he got arrested. When was it?
I think it was last week.
Sometime last week.
Been going on for years, I think.
Yeah, it's been going on for years. The rumors have been going on for a long time over there, and then I guess somebody came forth and said he did something to a young child, and they arrested him. Correct? And then, but then now he's out on bond or whatever. So apparently other people are starting to come forth, and I guess saying what happened. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of sketchy right now, but it leads into the actual. Yeah, but you know what? if he didn't do anything and you do a background check, then what's going to happen?
It's going to come out clear until it happens.
When
Till
does
it
it
happens,
come
right?
into effect?
The what?
Do y'all know the background check? Like when
No.
do they start?
Is it
now?
now?
Yeah, I think so now.
Now.
Okay.
Effective now. You should be getting emails soon.
Is that what it is?
I don't have an email, so I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they'll run mine back.
Yeah, but that's something, dude. I mean, people got to watch out, man. You know, and reading some of the reports about how people would just leave their kids with somebody unattended for a long period of time, man, that's just tough. That's just tough. We can all sit here and
Man,
say we wouldn't
especially
do it.
when it's a girl, dude. You have a
Or
daughter,
even
Steve.
if it's a
It can
boy.
happen both ways.
Even if it's a boy. I mean, you know, we can all sit here and say, man, I would never do that. But when the course of life, you're going to drop somebody off for a lesson, you got to go do this, that, or whatever. You're probably going to end up doing that. And so, man, that's a fine line, dude, you know. And so just everybody just needs to be careful. You need to know who. I mean, but you don't find out until it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bad part
Kind of
about
like
it.
that Olympic coach, huh? It was like
Yeah.
30 years later. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. And all it takes is one person to come forward, and then a couple of others to collaborate the story, I guess. And then I guess cops do what they're going to do, but it's still an open case from my understanding. So all that is alleged, but man, it is what it is. You just gotta be careful out there.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you have to be careful, especially with little kids.
It's tough,
boy or
man.
girl. So then I had a guy called me up because I kind of know the guy, and he's like, "Oh man, I was gonna do this. If that was my kid, I'd do this, man." No, you wouldn't. I mean, a lot of people are gonna sit here and talk a lot of hyperbole about what they're gonna do. They're not. It's just not gonna happen, dude. I mean, because you find out after the fact, and so you're already removed from the situation, so you really can't do anything unless you find that guy. You catch him slipping somewhere in Pearland, then you can do whatever you say you're gonna do. But man, it's just a tough situation all the way around. So just pay attention to who you leave your kids with. Can't leave them. I mean,
Yep, for
hell,
sure.
you can't even leave them with some family. I mean, you hear on TV now where families, man, it's like, God, it's just wild out there. So just pay attention, dude. So hate to
That's a good point,
hate
Steve.
to bring that down, but I mean, it's something that has been on the page. It's been everywhere, especially on this side of town. So I mean, we had to bring it up. We didn't mention any names, but people know who we're talking about.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so,
it was live.
Man, yeah, it's terrible, man, terrible. But it is what it is. So hopefully, whatever happens, and he'll be gone for a while. So that's enough about that
He
dude.
definitely won't get hired.
Yeah, well, he's been doing it for a long time. He's been giving lessons for a long time. I don't know what's happened throughout that time.
Man,
but
that's crazy though, man. How do you do that? How do you leave your daughter with somebody like that, man? I mean,
no, like I said, dude. I mean,
Complacent. Everybody gets complacent.
Yeah,
You're just
you
like,
know.
that they didn't have nothing happen the first few times.
Junior, how many kids have left? I mean, how many parents have left their kid with you while you're doing a lesson?
well, it's different.
no, it's not different.
Same
And
thing.
Not
No,
saying
that's
saying
what
you're
Steve's
doing
saying.
anything. Not saying
That's
you're
what
doing anything.
Steve's saying.
Yeah, no,
'Cause-
I understand what you guys are saying, but like, I don't have a daughter, so like, I
It
think
doesn't matter.
you know-
it could be a boy too.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you
It could be a
guys.
boy too.
Boy or girl.
But like what I was saying, it's just okay. I gotta go. Let's say I gotta go to
Yeah,
Target.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop Jalen off with. We'll just say Santos. I'm gonna drop him off with
Oh
Santos.
Lord.
He does it all the time.
And I'll
Why
be
he did-
back. I'll be back in
practice all
30
the time.
minutes. Man, in that 30 minutes, anything can happen. And so
Man.
yeah, it was bad. I'm not using you, but it's
Yeah.
just
I'm gonna lose my clientele.
Nah,
Steve.
you ain't gonna lose somebody. Results will get you lost, but yeah, man. So hopefully, just everybody just rectifies that situation and see what happens, man. So but that's just how it goes, Junior. So
feel sorry for all the affected, man.
yeah,
a
that's
tough situation.
yeah, it's tough all the way around, man. Tough all the way around. But having said all that, dude, let's get in and start talking about our guests, man.
All right, man. So now we're half an hour in, so let's roll it. We got Josh Wells in the building, man.
When do y'all play again?
Next weekend, like Tomball, Rothwood area over there.
Okay, is that a U trip?
No, it's Nations. I'm trying to warm my boys up until we get some games under our feet, and then we go to U. I think our first U trip is going to be, it's like a Plano tournament out there, like Dallas area.
Okay, nice.
Something like that. I'm kind of saving like the big tournaments for those.
Okay, but before you get any further, why don't you tell us a little about yourself? Tell us the name of your organization, how you started it, why you started it, and give us a little background just
Well-
on you, because I'm sure some people don't know who you are.
Some shit, a lot. Well, now my name's Josh Wells. I grew up in Humble, Texas, Northeast Houston. My organization is called 2W Baseball Academy. It's me and my brother, Josh Wells, Jimmy Wells. That's where the 2W came from. We're called Houston Jackets. The history behind the Jackets was my dad started it in '06 when my brother first played, I think his second year in the select ball. And, we kind of got turned away from, like, the big name teams. They didn't want us on there. So, they started their own stuff. And they went to the championship the very first year. And then everybody went to high school after that. And then my dad did it again with me at 12U. Same thing, we lose the very first game, and then we go 12-0 undefeated, and then everybody kind of went their separate ways. So I kind of trying to keep the tradition alive and keep it going. And I know not a lot of people can see, but this thing right here says TI-21. It was a fallen brother of ours that my brother was his best friend. His name was Tyler Isaacs, and he was on the original team when we first started it when he was playing my brother. And so, like, when our uniforms come in, I'll post them, but they'll see it'll have a patch that says TI-21. It's for Tyler Isaacs, and like I said, he was like family to us, so we're kind of dedicating this year and our organization for him as well. But I played college baseball Division I at Prairie View A&M University for 4 years. Just graduated in May, and right out of school, I knew that baseball was like something I wanted to do. Go the long way with it. And so one of the dads, his son plays on Dynasty for 13U North Shore. Messaged me and said, "Hey man, I see you doing good stuff and out there at PV. Whenever you're ready, let me know. I could try to get you over here." So I did about May, June when I was finished, and then he got me in touch with the head guy at North Shore Dynasty, and this guy. We've had our differences, but, he didn't know who I was, and he took a chance on me, so I'll always be grateful for him. His name is Jaime Larzabal. He took a chance on me, a kid fresh out of college, gave me the 12U team, and basically told me, he's like, "Hey, man, it's not the best talent, but, it's something to work with if you want to do that." I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm big on player development, and that's the reason why I got into this. Get back to the kids, get back to my community, and just try to pass on with the little knowledge I have of the game to the kids." So, I started off with them and was there for about 2-3 months. And then, we had some differences and all that. So we, mutually parted ways. And then, being with them for the few months, I learned the business, I learned the game part of it. So I was like, you know what, I want to do something. I know it's too early, but, I want to do it the way I want to, run it the way I want to. So I started this organization again, and believe it or not, I only have one kid come with me, and this kid has been like one of those little guys that just his work ethic is incredible. Didn't have all the talent, but he's the one that's there an hour before practice getting work, and his name is Will Lamb, and that kid, he just. You can't tell him to put a glove down or whatever, because, when I got him, kid couldn't hardly play catch, couldn't get a ball at the infield. Now he's probably like one of my best hitters on the team, and he's at the lower part of the lineup, but it's like I trust him to get a job done. This past weekend he had a big hit down the line, RBI double, had a big sack bunt, coming into the game, getting our guys in running scoring position. So, he's the reason why I do this, because seeing the growth he's had from August to now to playing, and he was playing 12U. He's 12, playing up in 13. I have a 13 AA team that I'm focusing on right now, and he's hanging with them like it's nothing. So, guys like him is kind of like the reason why I do this, and, it gives me a push and drive to do what I do every day. I know my boy Santos over here gives me crap about it, but
No, I'm just watching this college game. Just wondering how you felt about the run rule in college.
You talking about the game the other day?
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to my alumni.
That was a game?
What was the score, man?
What was the final score?
I think it was
again?
like 30-2, man. The game was over like in the first
Did
inning.
they give y'all 2 runs or?
I think they gave it.
Did
to
you
us.
watch it? It was on ESPN.
A little bit.
Attaboy.
A little bit, but it's like they know, and
I think it was like 27-0
in the third inning. But it's like
Close game.
we play those games for money, to
Yeah.
get, because they pay us to beat up
Yeah.
on us. Like I've played A&M, Rice, or Oklahoma State. Imagine being at a small Division I, playing U of H, then got to go to Texas, and then leave that Thursday and then go play ranked 4 Oklahoma State in 1 week.
Yeah.
Imagine what that did to my batting average. I went from 320, 330 to like 260, 270 like that. Not one hit. But it's like, stuff like playing on those stages is, incredible. You don't get that.
No.
A lot of kids, that
Not in
A&M,
those fields.
that Texas A&M environment is something, man. They look you up. They look up all your Twitter and call you out. Like, they know who your girlfriend is, who you talking to. Like, last year, our first baseman was a freshman. They were like, come on, Mark. I know Amber can hit better than that. Like, calling out his girlfriend. They did it to me too. I was
Called
like,
your boyfriend out like that?
Nah, don't try to play me now. Don't try to play me. You tried it. But yeah, but like I said, that's the reason why. And we have 3 teams right now. We have 11, 13, and a high school team. The high school team will get kicked off in the summer, but we're basically based out of Humble area. But kind of, and the reason why I did that in Humble area is give something back to my community, because only team that y'all probably really heard of from that area is like Dynasty. Dynasty is probably like the main team out of that area. I'm talking about Kingwood Dynasty though, and nobody's really lasted from that area. So my goal is kind of like be their next person, and then go beyond then from there.
Man, that's awesome, man. So you're from Humble area, right?
Yeah, I'm from Humble. Born and raised. Played.
How's life around that area of Houston, man? Growing up.
Basically, as a kid, it was like one of them neighborhoods you go out down the street any time of night, not worried about, something's going to happen. It's not like that no more. And, with me and my brother and our group of friends, all we wanted to do was be outside, whether it be baseball, play tag, hide and go seek in the dark was another level. Don't get me started on that. And, waking up playing baseball and, doing something outside. You don't see that nowadays. Kids, they want to be on that Fortnite, Call of Duty, and I play it too. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but that's something like you do at nighttime or you got some time to chill or something like that. But in the daytime, it's when you come home from school, that's all we want to do is go get a tennis ball, get our bats, and let's go play baseball in the parking lot.
They don't do that anymore.
They don't do that no more. You barely see kids riding bikes in the neighborhoods now.
That's crazy, man.
It's just
they don't even know how to ride a bike.
No.
So why do you think that's the biggest change though? Think it's like society?
I think it's society. It's
way
like
of life.
Because it was different like when our parents were growing up, and then now when we were kids it was different. Nowadays, it's just the culture. It's just changing, and it's it's sad to think about that because not many kids know what it's like to go outside, play outside for 3-4 hours, maybe longer than that. 1 hour, 30 minutes, they're done. They're ready to come inside.
Ready to get water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ready to get water. Shoot, we had to go on the side of the house and get some hoses. Yep. Not saying we couldn't go inside to get some water, but
it was quicker. Got back into the game.
Well, being at my house, my parents, they didn't. My dad, my sisters, they didn't let nobody coming in the house, and in and out the house. Drinking up all the water, the Gatorade and stuff like that. And it's like there's a hose on the side of the house. You can use that. So like I said, it's just different nowadays, and it's just something we got to adapt to. But one thing I say that we need to continue to teach the kids is, it's all about having fun and being outside because you're not gonna get those years back.
Yeah.
I'm 22, going on 23, and I miss being 10, 11, 12. Being able to play out there like that. So.
Yeah.
But on that, I will tell you this: the graphics on video games now are tremendous.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I said. I still play.
Yeah, so you got to battle that, and then
So that's the deciding factor then.
Or what?
The graphics now, Steve? No, I'm just playing.
This is awesome. I mean, actually, what it is,
probably
the parents are a lot of us parents are punks now. Seriously, and everybody wants to talk about the kid. It's not the kids. It's mainly the parents. Plain and simple. I mean, we can sit here and we can beat around the bush, but that's how it is. I mean,
it's easier to stick an iPad there, huh? Just like
no,
give it to the kid?
Okay, so
what do you mean by that?
So what happens is if you got people from predominantly for the southeast side, okay, we'll just talk about southeast since we're all from the southeast here. So what you do is you go to school, whether you go to college or whatever, you move out because you want to do better than your parents. Then you move out to, let's say we move out to Lamarck, okay? Cool. So right then and there, League City, Lamarck, So right then and there, you want to do better for your kids, right? So you're going to give them everything that you didn't have when you grew up, whatever that is, okay? And so let's just talk about video games. Let's talk about shoes. Let's talk about electronics now. So you're going to give your kids everything that you never had in life, okay? Because you want them to be better. You want them to have a good life. But with all that comes a consequence, okay? So you're going to give them an iPad. You know, you got 9, 10-year-old kids walking around with cell phones now. I mean, it just happens. And so they're becoming soft, and because we're letting them. We're just letting them. We're letting them become soft. Oh, it's too hot to go outside now. Did your mom ever tell you it was too hot when you were younger?
No.
You?
Definitely not.
You? Yeah, no. I've seen it now, man. It's too hot.
Parents would kick me out.
It's too hot.
Go do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But that has changed now. That has changed now. And then what also has changed now, too, is that when we were growing up, what we talked about earlier about kids being kidnapped and all this and all that, now it was going on back then. The problem was we didn't have social media to blow it up. And so now you're not going to let your kids go out and play outside because you're scared of them getting kidnapped. You're scared of them doing whatever. Okay? And so you get all that stuff together, and there's no wonder why kids aren't outside playing. Just plain and simple. And so,
That's a good point, man.
And so, I mean, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but there's some pockets of neighborhoods that you still go and see kids play. And that's pretty cool. I mean, but the next time I see 5, 6 kids playing football in the street, that'll be the first time because I haven't seen it in a while. Just
that was my favorite thing to do growing up.
Shoot,
Play in
I'm
the
saying.
street.
Play in the street
Yeah.
forever,
Sideline
right?
kills.
Yeah, exactly.
Sideline
Exactly.
kills.
Exactly, man. Losing some skin on there and all
Yeah.
that stuff, man, that doesn't happen anymore, man.
Nope.
Just,
But you better stop right before you get to the driveway.
yeah, man, or playing until nighttime or whatever. I mean, now,
I
shoot,
used, I
everybody's
used to
coming
love those sideline catches, dude. Tippy toes.
No, sideline
Just
kills.
fall on the
Yeah,
grass.
sideline
Some
kills.
people
but I'm
just
saying
do
the
it just to do it.
the
Yeah.
catch itself,
Yeah.
you got to use tippy toes
Yeah.
to get it
Yeah.
in.
And
So
so,
we used to practice because Randy Moss used to, like, in the early 2000s, that was his thing.
Yeah.
So, like, I remember playing growing up. It was like, man, you have to Randy Moss that. You know what I mean?
Moss it.
Moss
Gotta
it.
moss
Get
it.
moused.
yeah. And so, do you ever see people? Do you ever see kids playing baseball out in the street?
Nah, not anymore, man. But, you know.
When was the last time you saw that?
Well, to be honest, not really. Not often. I mean, I'll drive down Strawberry Park, Crenshaw Park.
I'm not talking
around,
about park. I'm talking
you know,
about streets.
streets. Oh, well, nah.
No,
No
I haven't
baseball
seen it.
I don't
around.
see it no
Hell
more.
nah.
I
Not
think
baseball.
the last time I saw it was probably in the 90s.
No, wait. I'm lying. I have seen this.
Really?
Matt Lamb, dude. He was out there hitting bombs to the neighbors the other day. You didn't see that?
No.
He was playing outside. Yes,
Was he?
Yep. With the wiffle ball. Shout out to Matt
Okay,
Lamb.
good job for
I used to
him.
play
We
with
need to go
tennis
play
ball.
with him.
Nah, y'all can't do it over here because there's too many cars on the street.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, especially right here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Good, no, but your street,
Yeah,
your
where I'm
street,
staying.
yeah, your
No,
street's a
you can't
little
do
bit
it on your
different.
street now. But no, we used to play, and everything that went into the grass or the houses was foul. You had to hit it straight.
Yeah.
Taught you to hit it right up the middle.
from
Yeah,
there.
that's what we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, on the quarter side.
Hit
Not
it
a
up
quarter
the
side,
middle.
like a driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is, like I said, that seeing that is totally different. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Gonna have to figure that out.
let me ask you
Figure that
something,
out.
Josh.
What's
You,
up,
you're,
bro?
you're starting up in the game. What do you know? What's the biggest difference you notice from Nations and U-Trip from somebody that's coming in new? It's a good question. That's a question in our comments.
From what I see, I think the tournaments and U-Trip, it seemed like they're run more better. They're run more professionally because first 2 tournaments I've been with Nations, they threw us in an open tournament because they didn't have enough teams to make it for AAA. Like there was like 3 teams that were AAA, and there was like 7 of us because we're double A, we're select, whatever you want to call it. And they didn't have enough, and they don't want to lose that money, so they just put us all in together, and then they divide us on Sunday. And like I think it's cool to get the kids that exposure and get them see better talent, but we're just starting off, and I got 2 kids that haven't played select that they could get by with some time, but they need some more reps under the belt. And so, with U-Trip, you got more teams coming from all over just to play. And U-Trip has been around for years. Nation's been around since I was like probably 12 or 13. And U-Trip has been around for years that I can remember. So I think U-Trip has more exposure, more teams, and I think they're just ran better, to be honest. That's why I play in both, to get both sides of it. Nations I kind of treat it as like practice. We go get some work in.
So like a
about
scrimmage.
Yeah, kind of like scrimmage. And then like U-Trip, like I said, I was telling you earlier, we use those for like when we go out Plano, like Dallas area, San Antonio, stuff like that. And so probably next year, I'll probably steer more to USSSA because I see better teams playing USSSA. And that's why, like, I kind of kept us more local this year since it's our first year. I don't want my kids getting discouraged and losing their confidence, playing against these big teams that been playing since they were like 6, 7 years old. And I got kids that just started playing select that who are actually progressing really good. So I don't want to kill their confidence and their progression by putting them against big teams, big talent, when they're not ready for that yet. They will be eventually. And that's why, like, our World Series is a 13 Open World Series. But I want them to get that exposure, get that time under the belt. So when they do get to June, July, they're ready for anything. And that's why I always, like, I'll bring my high school kids sometimes or work with the younger kids. Or, one thing I took from my mentor, Kevin Brown, he coaches Vendetta, like one of the Vendetta teams. But he has his kids on the machine, the pitching machine, has it about 40 feet, throwing like 50, 60 miles per hour. So, like, whenever they do get to facing fast pitch and shoot, all they got to do is put the ball in play, make contact. And I had a kid that I got from the Marlins. Kid hit 20 hoppers all day. Couldn't get nothing in the gap. He's probably my most consistent hitter right now just because he's not trying to do too much. He's just putting the ball in play. And I mean, like, line drives. He's probably has about 5, 6 hits, and 2 of them be ground balls, but they were hard-hit ground balls. But like I tell my kids, I'm not going to tell you to hit it over the fence or try to, make you do something you can't do. I just tell y'all, keep it simple, just put it in play, hit it where it's pitched. And so, that's what I'm having good success with my kids because, having a younger coach and somebody who's played in the select ball system understands the rules, understands what to expect, and that's what kind of helps my kids get a little bit more of an edge in some players, some teams, because, most of these coaches now, they just coached in it. They've never played. And so, I try to help my kids out and try to prepare them as much as I can. And so, but it's been hard with all that rain, though. We've only been on the field 3 times.
Yep.
Including scrimmages.
Man, I tell you what, I don't like January and February. I don't like playing or practicing January, February.
Too cold?
Man, you get cold, you get rain, you get a bunch. You don't know what you're gonna get, dude.
I got the Steve Medina-itis, bro. I promise. If it's like 75 or colder, I hate going outside.
It's going to be
now.
cold tomorrow morning.
30s, huh?
Yeah.
And you got the 8 a.m. special.
Yeah, but it's all right because it's fight night tomorrow.
Junior,
so
we practice at 10, bro.
it's fight night tomorrow. I'll do it for fight night.
Don't remind me that.
Yeah, nah, man. It's just you never know what you're gonna get, dude. You never know what you're gonna get in January, February.
I mean, last year it rained all spring.
Yeah.
So
you don't know what's gonna happen.
Let's predict the weather for the S30. Warm or cold?
It don't matter.
Rainy.
It's gonna get played anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Rainy?
Yeah.
Think so?
It's gonna rain.
I hope it's warm.
Nah, I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Because the Valley of Siena does not forgive.
Nah.
It gets cold as hell.
Played
It's
our
cold up there.
coldest game in Siena.
Yeah. So
Oh.
you like nations or you don't?
I just go where Junior puts me,
But
man.
it's
I
like
just coach.
Santos just show up.
Yeah, I just show up and
Look,
coach.
the biggest difference that I see.
There's no biggest difference. Yes or no? Which one?
which
You
one?
like nations? Yes or no?
No,
I don't either.
I don't.
Okay.
No.
That's all. Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No,
I don't like it. I just don't like going to Premiere. From where I live at, there's no easy way getting there, dude.
I've never been to Premiere.
So I hate it right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, Nations has all the Northwest fields. So.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't mind going
And
there.
Beaumont.
It's just,
Beaumont.
Beaumont.
They got Beaumont too?
Part, yeah, that's
Okay.
where our first tournament was out there. But it's like, they got Dawes Park, Rothwood,
Oh, yeah.
Tomball. Like, everything got to be 40 minutes away from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel you, Miss Beth. Miss Beth says it's gonna get hot when she shows up.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Anyways,
Oh, that's
Is she
funny.
number 1 fan already?
That's
yeah.
funny.
Hey, the 10U tailgate's going down again. If you're remember, Siena board. Shout out to Brian Peel and them boys. They have given us clearance to have our 10U major tailgate for the S30. So all teams that are interested, get with me. We're going to try to set up a little setup. And I believe that Siena, they're having a like a small, I don't know what to call it. I guess like a pop-up market type deal at the sports complex during the S30 weekend. And Issa Cookies will have a tent up there as well. So get the best of both worlds.
Is C4 Bats gonna be there?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. No?
No, we're going to do
No.
all that stuff. No.
Oh, well, that's
You're not going to be there? He's gonna be at.
Oh, I'm gonna be at Siena. I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that's
gonna be
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
field.
Be in
No,
the golf
I'm
cart.
not- Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna- I'm
He's
not
gonna be
do
at
all
the
that.
tailgate. Steve's gonna be taking shots.
Maybe not.
Shots of. Medicine.
I'll take shots.
Medicine.
We'll see what happens. But nah, dude. You know, speaking of Siena, dude. At least their lights. You know what? Let me talk about something. Let me go off the subject.
Okay.
When I was at Baseball USA, dude, the light situation over there was horrible.
Yeah, you pointed that out when we were.
It was
there.
terrible.
It's hard to see over there.
Oh
It's
my
real hard to
god,
see over
yeah.
there.
So we had a player that got hit in the face with the fastball, lefty on lefty, and so I'm not gonna say it was the lighting, but I don't think it helped. I mean, it's tough to see out there, dude. I mean, I'm talking like at dead at night. It's tough to see.
It'll
And
pop up, can't
1,
see.
2,
Yeah.
I think it was on field 3. I think I counted like 5 lights, 4 or 5 lights, just out in one whatever you
pole?
want to call it. Yeah, one pole. Man, you can't play baseball like that, dude.
Well,
I'm
like-
sorry.
like
That's
what-
got to get better.
Well, like even when I was out there today doing because I was helping run the tryouts for the USSSA All American,
Right.
and as I was leaving, like at 6 o'clock, you know, it was hard for the kids to see, and even with the lights on.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you know, you see somebody hit a pop up or ball in the gap or something, they ain't gonna be able to see that. Not gonna see that.
Yeah. It's got to get better, dude. I
Man,
mean,
what-
especially with all these teams coming in, it's got to get better.
2 weeks. Get it ready in 2 weeks.
Man,
Championship games are on Monday morning. See, Baseball USA.
yeah, but they're going to be playing on Friday and Saturday night.
We're gonna go live on that one.
Yeah, we are going live.
Yeah,
for that.
something like that.
Mr. Keith Fetters, what's up? Keith says, anything lined up at the rack for tailgating, 11U major. We can make it happen. Yes, we can definitely make that happen.
Is that where they're going to be at?
Darren,
Yeah,
Darren
yeah.
said the rack's open for it.
Oh, really?
The rack's open for
Okay.
it. So here we go.
Man.
Tailgate going down as well. Even if I'm not physically there, I'll send out a banner.
Wait, does that mean I have to run that?
Santos is in charge of the 11U.
Steve, am I on board or no? Only if Steve says I'm on board, guys.
No, not really.
No, so I guess not. No
No,
tailgate, guys.
no,
Steve
not
said
really.
no.
No, we're having a tailgate.
Sorry, Keith. Steve said no.
9U's down. We got a lot of love from the 9U, especially with
Where they going to be at? They're going to be at Baseball USA probably?
yeah, they're gonna be Baseball USA. Well, talking about 9U, there was a lot of drama this past weekend at 9U.
For real, what happened?
Yeah, man. Apparently, a couple teams were mad that there was a little girl that was beating up on all the boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as I quote, Cody, I believe was the little girl's name. Charlie Forbes' daughter from Texas Nitro from Corpus area.
Okay.
She beat the Big Bag Banditos, and apparently
remember
that
seeing that. Yeah.
that comment sparked up a whole debate into the thread. So yeah,
Really?
it was good baseball for a 9U level. I think Texas Nitro won it, right?
Yep.
They
Did
won
they?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
they won it. So shout out to them.
Nice. So what happened with the girls in baseball last week?
Well, the girls of baseball, you know, we are going to have that episode. Pretty much, we had somebody just call in and say that they couldn't make it. They had an emergency pop up,
Okay.
and I haven't heard from that person since.
Okay. Well, hopefully everything's all right.
Yeah, I hope so. If it is true.
I've seen 3 young ladies play in person that I thought were really, really good. And I can't remember their names. Well, one played for the Brewers, the Houston Brewers. Can't remember her name. And then another young lady played for, I think she played for the Broncos down in RGV. I think her dad is Cesar Rivera, so I don't know the young lady's name. Then the other one, her name is Samantha. She played for the Scrappers out in Austin.
Nice.
And that girl was hitting home runs at Siena. I'm talking.
Damn.
Yeah, she's good, really good. So those three.
awesome.
So I was interested in seeing or hearing what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So did we reschedule that or
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happened?
Yeah,
We're
we got a
gonna
lot of interest.
reschedule it.
Good? Okay, good.
Even if that guy doesn't want to do it,
No,
we have
there's
a
other
lot.
people. There's
we have
other
a
people.
lot.
Yeah.
So going back to the girls, man, yeah, I've seen a couple girls myself that are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was Issa, Nacho's daughter. She played with us all up until 10U.
Okay.
She committed to softball, And Icebox Danielle, she's
Yeah,
pretty. You know, she's pretty good. When we had her, I know she's still doing her
Yeah,
thing
she-
out there. So
Yeah, she plays with JJ.
yeah, shout out Icebox, man. I know
Yeah,
she's
there
a
was
nice little lefty.
There was one out there tonight at the tryouts.
Yeah, that was her. That was Issa. That's the
Okay.
little girl I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She was swinging the
Lefty?
Marucci drop 8. Yeah,
Yeah.
hit lefty.
Wearing a blue jersey or
Yeah,
something like that.
actually, anyway, shout out to
Nice.
Issa. I dropped off the bat Wednesday before the show started to Nacho. Well, no, Tuesday when we were up there when I posted that. Yeah. So she we gave her the bat for good luck. So
Dave says shout out to that girl Clevenger.
shout out to the from the Indians, little girl over there crying.
He's talking a lot, man.
Oh man,
He's talking a lot. Isn't he hurt?
He's hurt. He tore his like MCL or something.
Wow.
Perfect time to
Of course
talk.
he's gonna talk.
Hey, so are we still on for Friday at the Hilton? Friday night?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's still going on. It's 2 weeks away.
Okay. No, I just got a question right there.
Yeah. But next week, where are you gonna be at? See,
I'm gonna be in Laredo for the Border Olympics.
you're skyping in.
Skyping in, yes. Skyping in. So I'll
That's
be at the
cool.
Border Olympics. See what I can round up over there.
What is that?
High school
High school?
baseball.
Talk to us about that a little bit.
Man, it's like about a 50 team tournament, 5-game guarantee. You play you play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I don't know if this year they're gonna have a championship round. But so it's like 10 pools or 9 pools or whatever, and so the winners, the teams with the best record, end up moving on. But what happens is sometimes you get the weather affects the tournament, and so but you get 5 games.
So how does that work with high school?
What do you mean?
You said it's baseball, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So how does that work around the high school baseball schedule?
it's a tournament. You can play a tournament.
So it's
Excused.
high school teams.
Yeah,
It's
it's
high school teams.
yeah.
Okay,
High
I
school
didn't know
teams.
what it was.
Used.
Yeah, because
That was like select or
if I'm not, nah, it's not select. No, it's high school.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's
it's high
actual
school.
high
Showcase,
schools.
like
Yeah.
showcase.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's high school. So I think the high school season officially begins on Monday.
Okay.
I think that's when it officially begins, because I know this weekend is the last weekend for scrimmages.
Scrimmages. Okay.
Yeah, so the high school season begins on Monday, but so the tournament starts on Thursday. So what happens is you get a lot of teams that are going to start their season there, and so just
Any
go
teams
from there.
Houston.
Yeah. Houston Millway's going. Pasadena Memorial's going. I don't know if West Side's going. West Side usually goes.
So Pasadena Memorial's going.
Yeah, baby.
And
Down the
and
street, in the
Pasadena Dobie's
building.
going too. Yeah,
The Mavs.
yeah. So I know of those 4. I know of those 4.
That wasn't even a Mav sound. That was a
supposed to be a
bird.
horse?
That was a, yeah,
That was
that
supposed
was
to
a
be a
bird.
horse?
Mustang.
I was like,
Oh wow.
my bad. My bad.
Oh man, but
Hey,
yeah. So we'll be out there.
Josh, are you coaching the All-American team or no?
Nah, I was
Just
just
helping
going
out?
out there to help out with the tryouts and all that other
You
stuff.
talked to Tony Harper?
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there?
He probably came late, but he wasn't there. on
Ah,
my field.
Tony, man, he's my friend, man.
He was probably with the younger group. I was over there with the 13s over there.
Okay.
Told him to say keep me away from the younger
So anything
kids.
big happened with the 11U?
Hold on. Keith Fetter says, young lady plays for the South Florida Bulldogs 11U. She's a beast. She hit huge bombs at the Elite 32. Hats off to her. And he just texted me a picture. Damn. I know Jackson's a pretty big boy. Look at this.
Oh wow.
She looked cold.
Jackson's pretty big.
Okay,
ain't it?
nice,
Yeah.
Fumbled the bag.
Sorry,
Let's take this away.
nice.
Yeah, dang.
Take that red cup away.
Thanks for that. Nah, dude. That was just Powerade.
It's already
dude.
empty.
It was Powerade.
Too late.
It was
No,
Powerade.
it's got that pink bang in there.
I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all make fun of me. The
Is
pink bang
that
is
the
best
cotton
one.
candy one?
No, not the cotton candy.
I
It's
like the
called
cotton
it's called
candy one.
Froze Rosé.
That just sounds sketchy.
So what's the flavor?
Man, every time I open it, I know this gonna sound weird, but it's like I open it up and all I hear is Maybach music. Maybach music. I'll be sipping it. I'll be like, man, I feel like Rick Ross every time. That's why y'all see me like the big boss. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Hey,
man,
Bo.
that's funny.
Ah,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. I was just looked at that.
I'm telling y'all making fun of me is right there. The pink one. The pink one goes
You
hard.
about to get some after this.
But hey, man. Anyways, I want to change up the subject. So like, there's a lot of things going on in the group this week. All right, one of them was somebody posted a video of this kid from the DR fielding a baseball, man. All right, and I follow his dad on social media. He's got a younger brother as well, and I looked at this kid's PG rate or whatever and it was- ranking, and it was at a 10. So from I guess 1 to or whatever the ranking is, from like 6 to 10 or whatever, like 10 being like you're gonna be MLB type, So like the comment was, what do y'all think about this kid? And the conversation going in the comments. And I wrote on there, man, you know, I follow the kid on social media. Kid's, I think, smooth. And I said, kid's a stud. Steve then texted me on the side and said, man, what do you say, Julio? Let's post a picture. Let's post a picture.
Post
All right?
it. Post it.
So Steve says the following. He says, perfect game rating, 10. Still not a stud.
Yep.
So please define to us
Steve said
what
not
a stud is for Steve Medina.
Okay, so let's put this in
Do
perspective.
they all have to be 6 feet?
No. Let's put it in perspective, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Perfect game and the international draft have nothing in common. Okay, so perfect game can give him 10s all across the board. It does not matter. If he was a true stud, and he's eligible for the July 2nd international draft, he would already be in agreement with the team, and he would already be locked up. I'm not hating. Those are just facts. That is the business that we're in, and I'm just telling you the truth. If he's not in an agreement right now, and I don't know if he is or if he isn't,
So
maybe he is.
we can't call him a stud?
So, but
MLB, hey, I'm just telling you, dude. Those are facts.
I'm not disagreeing
Those
with
are
you.
facts.
I'm just saying.
But how accurate are these PG,
Ratings
stuff?
and
Yeah, how's
rankings?
that accurate? Because there was a kid that was supposed to be coming in the parade, or he went there, and he's supposed to be some All-American PG guy, and got there, wasn't about nothing.
So PG rankings don't matter? Is that what we're saying?
I'm not saying that. That's why I'm asking. Educate me, because I don't know.
Thomas Johnson.
Steve, aren't y'all number one?
No, I'm just talking about. I'm talking about the July 2nd draft. I mean, it doesn't matter if he posts here in the United States. He lives in the DR, so he goes under the international draft laws. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. And so, what I'm telling you, we're in the beginning of March, and if he does not have an agreement in principle for July 2nd, he's not considered a stud by MLB standards. Plain and simple. That's just the facts. And so,
them Caribbean dudes down there, Santos will tell you about whenever he played with my brother in RBI. Them Venezuelan dudes are like this big, but man, they was hitting moonshots. Remember that down there in
in Steve's Academy, if you're not
Down
6
there?
feet, you don't get to go in.
Up
up there,
Minnesota.
down there somewhere.
we don't have small guys.
So
Dudes were good.
me
We don't
and
have
you
small
wouldn't
guys.
have made it. They would have told us to turn around. Would have been the little Altuves going back to Steve's Academy.
You would have been gone.
Steve, can I come back?
You would have been gone.
I
You
still
gotta be
make it
big.
to the show, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Thomas Johnson said definition of stud is plays for Steve's team.
Nah, maybe, but it all depends. But I mean, that kid's pretty good though. But I mean, like I said, he's got to be under on a.
So
an
can
agreement.
I give you my definition of stud?
Yeah,
Somebody that just looks good.
Okay.
Looks good, making a little bit of buzz, and that's it, man. I mean,
Yeah, but now with social media, now I mean, you can do videos and you can do this, you can do all that. None of that matters.
But Miss Beth has a good idea. Maybe we
wonder
go to
why
Home
no one-
Depot and we find a stud finder.
I wonder why she's y'all's number one fan.
Man, I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna show up to the park with a damn stud finder. I'm just gonna walk around with it, and it's gonna ring, and that kid's a stud, man.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he signs though. I mean, hopefully he signs because.
Hey, you know who's a stud for real though?
Who?
Making big noise, man. Made a big name for himself this weekend. Ralph.
Who's that? Who's Ralph?
What? You weren't on the group?
He was still sick.
Oh, you were still sick. Apparently, there was a kid from the unit
Ralph.
black that threw 109 pitches.
Hold on. Now, is that true, or where are you getting that number from?
Hey,
Honestly.
that was on the game
I
changer.
had it on
That
Game
was
Changer.
the
I think Junior was doing that.
Screenshots and everything.
Really? Okay. No, I'm not trying to be whatever. I just didn't see
Yeah.
it. How many?
109.
109, dude.
That was the game changer screenshot.
That's what the game changer screenshot. But the dad went on there to defend the
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, I think the
They
dad said it
they
was a,
forgot to change
Yeah.
pictures
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
But I mean,
Okay.
come on, man. I'm new to game changer. I didn't forget to change no pictures.
Man,
Wreck-It Ralph.
y'all be
Man.
killing me.
He
in this
made he
group.
made a name for
I'm
himself
not gonna
though,
lie, that
man.
kid was a stud though.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was a stud.
Okay.
I didn't get to see.
yeah, they showed a video of him hitting, right?
Yeah, he was probably like
Yeah, he had a-
five,
he had a bomb.
5'5", 5'4".
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
big.
Why-
And I
watch
think he's a
out.
twin also.
Okay. No, I didn't. I was not following that. So he didn't pitch all that, or
Hey, Dave Snyder says, Steve doesn't know Ralph, and he claims to be an expert on who's a stud.
Bro, hey, read the next
Damn.
Don't know who Ralph
comment. Read the
is.
next comment, bro.
Damn. Was Junior running game changer? Nah.
probably.
Maybe.
With the bang between the
We
legs.
we were too busy having a tailgate, a whole cookout tailgate Sunday.
We taught Junior how to change pitcher.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
It
funny.
was on the button, but that's
Do the
funny.
runners too? You got to
I like
drag it across.
Nah, Dave, I've been out for 2 weeks, so I miss Ralph.
Man,
Hopefully he's okay.
But who's sick for 2 weeks, man?
Out sick for 2 weeks. Man, don't even say anything, dude. I
Not a
tried
stud.
calling Junior at 8:45 at night. He's asleep.
Not a
He's
stud,
not talking
bro.
about, man.
You're not
I'm
a
in,
stud,
We're not
bro.
rich. Dude.
I'm
we
in
gotta
shape.
work.
No.
You get
No.
sick
gotta
for 2
work,
weeks.
Steve.
No.
Hey, you get sick for 2 weeks.
I
Not a
was sick-
stud.
I was
Not a
sick-
stud.
I was sick for 2 weeks.
It's not a
I was sick
stud.
for
Not a
2
stud.
weeks.
Not a stud.
2
bro.
weeks, and then I'll be out next week, and then I'll be out the week after that too.
You're already
so-
calling in sick a week
Damn,
before.
wait, you're not gonna be there for the S30?
Man, I told you that a long time ago. I'm going to Mark Anthony concert.
What?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
so what's a big tournament for you? Then?
Man, we don't even have enough vacation time yet, bro.
Who?
This dude gonna owe vacation time at the end of the year.
Nah,
I'm gonna be out for like
I'm fixing to go.
8 shows in a row. Steve gonna have to carry it. My back hurt already.
No wonder
Yeah,
Junior told me. I
Steve's
need
gonna
to
be the
start coming.
guest.
God,
So I'm
man.
so I'm Skyping in next week from Laredo. I'll probably Skype in from Smart Financial Center, and that's
Mark
just how it goes.
Anthony,
Mark
bro?
Anthony.
So you're not
dude.
know
gonna be
you're
at the
a Mark
S30.
Huh?
You're not gonna be at the.
No, at the podcast.
No, I'm gonna be at
for
the
that.
games.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
I'm
I
gonna
was
be at
about
the
to
games.
say,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was like-
yeah. I'm gonna be at the games. But
You're just not gonna do the show.
man, I'm going to Mark Anthony. Yep.
Ah, man.
Yep. Yep. Y'all
So I'm
glad
ass-
I'm,
I'm
y'all
assuming
glad
you're
I
not
didn't
a-
go to Banda MS today too.
I'm assuming you're not an A-Rod fan then, huh?
Nah. I don't like A-Rod. I don't like A-Rod. He was an all right player. I
You
just
gotta,
me
seems like
personally,
you
I
got a
like him.
story, man.
No, I
Got
don't
a
have
story
any
with
stories
A-Rod?
about A-Rod.
Pujols.
Huh?
Pujols on
Pujols?
A-Rods.
No, I got a story about Pujols, but I'm not gonna say it.
Why not?
Nah.
Because we're on air. We're on air.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Gotta keep it PG.
Not gonna do it. Not
Hey,
gonna
Josh,
do
you
it.
still looking for kids?
I was waiting on Santos to say that.
I was letting
Yeah,
it
on my
slide.
13, you still need about 1 or 2.
Wait, where'd y'all
kids.
practice at?
So we practice out of Line Drive in Humble. We're usually in the
Oh,
Humble
okay.
area. And then, like, until we get the field at the high school, like April, May, we're in Crosby just because it was the quickest thing I could find.
Okay.
And so, it's like a 25-minute drive from Humble anyway. So, as long as it's not too far. But, man, I got kids from Livingston, Highlands, Deer Park, who make practice every day and without a complaint, on time and everything.
Nice.
So, I tip my hat off to those parents that do that. And they know who they are, but it's like, it's how bad you want to do it. If you really want to do this, how committed you are to it. So that's just how I feel about it.
So how are you liking it so far? You liking it?
I'm loving it, man. I hate weeks like this when we don't play. But, like, I was telling one of the guys at the tryouts today that, I do lineups like Monday, Tuesday. And then I change it like 4 or 5 times. Like I like to plan stuff ahead, just because I know I'm fresh in the game and I try to prepare as much as I can, and I'll think my opponent at every time. And I've been pretty much doing that lately. It's just we're having trouble closing games out, which is normal with new teams like that. It's not, and I think we've gotten blown out 1 game, and that was against the Gladiators out in Beaumont.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah,
we're
good
losing, yeah. We shouldn't be playing them. They're AAA, we're AA, and we're playing losing games 8-7 lasting and 2-1, games like that. So my boys grind and they fight every time. So that, that's all I can ask for with them.
Yeah. And then you'll just get better. Now, how do you think you're gonna be like in the summertime? Much better than what you are now? How do you see the transgression of your teams?
Well, I see my kids, they progress so quickly. Like I said, I had this kid, his name is Jerry Soto, who's only played league ball. And I work with him every week, like once, twice a week. He could not field the ball to save his life.
Now, let me stop you right there.
Okay.
When you found out that kid played league ball, what did you think?
I didn't think I just had to see it for myself.
Okay.
I kind of find that out later on. I don't care, where you've been before. It's just what you can do right then and there.
Okay.
And first thing I saw was him fielding, and I was like, it's going to be rough. And then I saw him hit. I was like, bro, sign him up.
Okay.
The kid has beautiful hands. I think I couldn't. I had to beg him to pull the ball one time whenever I was pitching to him and stuff like that for the tryouts, and he just kept spraying that right center gap, and it was just like he wasn't trying to do too much. His hands were smooth and all that. And our first term, he got a big hit off like right center gap off the fence. So to tie the game. So it's like kids like that, and then like with us working once or twice a week, you'll see, I think he had like 3 balls hit to him in one game and made all plays like it was nothing.
Okay. And the reason why I ask you that question because there's a big misnomer that if you get a kid from league ball that they there's just some coaches just don't want to deal with that stuff.
Okay,
so unfortunately,
because you have to start from square one.
So that
like,
brings
but do you really have to start from square one? Because some of those guys, they're not bad. They just need to be taught something.
They need to be polished up.
The rules.
Yeah. Like the other kid I got, he's an outfielder, and man, that kid has some pop. If he learns how to use it, he'll hit average 15 home runs a year, and that's on the low ball side, just because he has that much strength. Because he's played football, he's a running back.
Okay.
But his biggest transition that we're still working on is him being the best player on the team. Okay. So he's got to realize, I'm playing against better talent. I'm not the best player no more. And all my kids are like right here. Nobody's just, up here and down. Like all my kids are about even kill. So that's what I like. I don't have no prima donnas, people who, kids who think they're better. I don't have those kids on my team, which I've been very fortunate.
Not yet.
Nah. And
it's coming.
It did happen.
It's coming.
Like I was telling Santos, it did happen. A kid. He's one of those kids that his parents put him on 20 teams within 2 years and quit the morning before the tournament.
Wow!
Text message at 7:30 in the morning.
Gotta check the rosters. That's why you don't pick up.
And that was
week before.
that was my biggest mistake. No, he was like the 3rd guy on the team that I added to the roster. Was about the 3rd guy. And bad thing is he would have been my best pitcher. He would have been probably my everyday first baseman, 3-hole, 4-hole guy. And you can tell he has raw talent, but hasn't been coached properly from my view. But, it's just, you can't do nothing about it. That's the parents trying to do what's best for their kids. That's all, they do what they got to do what they got to do. But, we kept it moving. And, that weekend we actually, we made it to the semifinals, lost in the last inning 2-1 to the team who won it all. So for the first weekend as a new team, I couldn't ask nothing more, from my kids from that.
Nice. But and that's all you can ask for, just as long as they go out there and compete. I mean,
that's
you never know what's going to happen. And
like I tell my kids, if we lose, like let the other team outplay us. We can't beat ourselves. And like, the 4 of the 6 losses we have just because we beat ourselves. Okay. And 1 2-run games and. Like I said, but they're still learning that environment, playing on the weekends. Like I still have to
being competitive.
Yeah, and I'm, and it's, I've had to educate the parents, because they're not used to all that travel. No. They're not used to, we played 2 games on Saturday. Now we got to, want to go home or something. They think it's like I had one mom that asked me, is it 2 different tournaments on Saturday and Sunday? Like, do we have to pay, $45 for each day? I said, no, ma'am, it's just one tournament. We just play on 2 days.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I ain't gonna do that.
Yes, ma'am.
It was actually 50 on Sunday.
That's funny.
That's good, bro. That's good.
That's funny,
good
man.
Stuff, man.
Yeah. Now, when you decided to start this organization, did you really, really think it through? Or did you do it just because you wanted to, and then now you're learning all the ins and outs and all the BS that goes along with it? Because there's a lot of BS.
Don't get me started on that. So basically, I kind of learned how, the coaching side, the business side of Select being with Dynasty. And that's what I said I'll always be grateful for them because I learned the business part of it. And then, I was, not going to lie, I was upset, when I left from there. And I was like, I'm just going to do my own thing, acting off emotions. And then, I started getting these good kids and started getting together and, it started turning out really good. And, that's why, I wasn't as excited, when I first started. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to get enough to have a team. And then, I started getting all these kids who were actually really good. And we started putting it together. And it's like, wow, I actually have a pretty good team. And like I said, we just need more practice time, more, being out there. Because like I said, we've only been on the field 3 times, including a scrimmage. And that scrimmage, we went 1-1. It was like a 3-team little round robin in Dawes Park. Won our very first game because it's like the one thing we do good is hit. And that's a good problem to have. And my defense, my defense is coming along. Actually a lot better than I thought it would be. And my pitching, I didn't expect it to be this good. I had a kid pitching semifinals, very first inning, gives up a home run. He's at Ford Park. It's like 200 feet. So he almost hit that blue building. And after that, he just like dialed in. They could not touch him if they wanted to. And he went 6 innings deep, man. My dad was kind of getting on me about it, talking about, try to steer away from that. But it's like his pitch count was down. He threw 76 pitches in 6 innings. And, if he's having quick innings and they can't, I'm going to ride my horse until I can. Then once the pitch counts then I'm going to have to pull him because I'm always about the kids' safeties. And that's why I tell my kids every time after they pitch bullpen or game, ice that arm that night, make sure you run the next day. Those are my 2 biggest things. And I wasn't a pitcher like that. I pitched 1 year in college, but that wasn't my thing. I'm not like Santos where all I did was pitch. Like my brother, that's what they did. I was always a fielder guy. And so, but I picked the brain of my dad, and that's why we sit there and talk about baseball, because my dad was drafted out of high school, out of Lovelady, Texas, by the Pirates. And I think it was like 11th or 12th round. That's all he did was pitch. So, that's one thing I've done, learned in this business is pick people's brains, ask questions, be a sponge, because you don't know. Baseball, we're always learning. Steve, you're always learning. Junior, Santos, we're always learning about stuff because we don't know everything. Shut up, Santos. We don't know everything. And it's like, it benefits you, it benefits your kids, and that's why it's important to ask questions in anything you do. Yeah. So I've learned that, dealing with that. And I'm just, I'm blessed, and I am excited that I, went through it, And like I said, by the end of, the fall, we're trying to have 4 teams. We're at about 3 right now, 11, 13 and 16, but 16 will probably be anywhere from 16 to 18 because I got kids, that are on JV at 14 years old. They like Klein Collins had one in North Shore, that new school out there, and out there like next by Oak Ridge. I don't know the name of it. Grand Park.
Steve's alley.
No. That's North Side. We don't know.
You don't know North Side?
We don't know North Side.
Grand Oaks.
None of y'all know North Side. None of us at this table
called
know.
Grand Oaks.
Grand
Steve.
Oaks, that's what it's called. But yeah, like I said, but after all that, I'm glad I got into it, and glad to have guys I know in this business. Like I said, even though Santos gives me a lot of shit, but he helps me out any way he can, and having older guys like that to learn from, like Kevin. He's probably helped me the most in this process, dealing with, where to play, who to play, all the teams out there. And, even like when we did a coaches clinic, I didn't get my cards, I just got them in. But, we had a coaches clinic on Saturday at Lindsay Lyons. Had like 30 coaches out there, and we all spoke. Like Kevin kind of did like the select ball overall. I did like fielding, and, it was another guy for hitting and catching. And Kevin goes up there, and first thing he says after introducing himself was, he pointed at me. He's like, "Hey, that's Josh Wells. He forgot his cards today, but if you need to get with him or something like that, just get at me and I'll give you his number." Stuff like that. And so, I've had people that's helped me along the way, like Mike Linsky, helping me, get my name out there, putting me on the DBAT Humble. I'll be giving instructions out of there, over there off of 1960, probably about 3 miles from 59. So, especially on y'all north side, I know y'all don't mess with north side, but if y'all looking for some nice cages out there, it'll be opening up in April, early April. So, and it's got 15 cages out there, dude.
Nice.
In one building.
Yeah, well, those D-bats are usually pretty good.
Nice.
What I want to know is, when you started the team, why did you choose the team colors that you did?
Kind of do my own little flair to it, because when my dad started it, they were navy and gold, navy and yellow. And I was like, I want to kind of make it my own, not like I'm trying to follow in Pop's footsteps or whatever, because like their logo was the actual bumblebee, and I just took the J, and I was like, I want to take his idea and try to make it better, put my own twist to it. So like that's why like I went with black and gold, and then like
a coach or whatever you want to call them, when you ask them the question,
Dads.
director or whatever,
Excuse me?
who knows what they are. Whatever you want to call each other, the thought process that goes into figuring out the colors. and how they come to that. I mean,
Junior,
it's
how do you
it's
come
kind
up
of
with those?
it's kind of interesting.
Well,
Junior's like the king of that.
the original.
I would think that too.
So we changed that real quick to red and gold and black.
Mexico.
But our
Okay.
jerseys are green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which one? Oh yeah. Anything in the books? Yeah. We're gonna do
Roughnecks?
Roughnecks, baby. Roughneck theme uniforms. How you like that, Steve?
I don't, but I mean,
That's
hey,
ugly.
that's on y'all.
No?
We're doing all yellow necks with pinstripes.
Hey, nah, I don't even know what we're gonna do. I'll probably take a look at like whatever's hot on
So
college. And try
my
to
question
copy it.
is, what do teams come up with these names, man? Like these names I be seeing lately.
Which one's your favorite?
SWAT
Cool,
or Showtime.
cool arrows. Say that pretty quick.
Cool arrows.
There you go.
That would have been based on the coaches, right?
Ah, another low blow by Steve.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody caught that, but we did.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, look, I've heard some pretty cool names out there.
Where?
H-Town Clowns. 8U Coach Bitch. Woo,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I never.
Was it the one I saw in California, Sicarios or Sicarios?
Yeah, Sicarios.
Really?
Damn.
Man.
You know, I'm telling you, dude. Like, there's all kinds of names. Look, let me
Sponsored by
let,
Chapel.
let me
Bring
pull
swag.
it
I'm
up.
bringing up the South 30 right here. Look.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, 587 teams.
587 teams. It's going down. Let me know, Steve. You're doing the 12U tailgate, right? It's gonna go down then, because we're gonna have a big crowd there. So
Is there going to be food there? Or
hell yeah, we're cooking.
You got the
who's
pit.
we?
Me, you.
Man,
I got the
I got
big
some
old
good
pit.
teams in there.
Nah,
Okay.
we're not cooking at all. The food trucks from Siena will be there.
That one food truck?
Nah, they're actually gonna have. I'm telling you, they're having a
Edgebrook.
little cookout thing.
No 3-pass?
Whatever.
No 3-pass?
Tripitas, you like that?
No,
Discada.
that is disgusting. That's the
No?
worst thing I put in my mouth.
You like barbacoa?
Yes, it's all right.
You know what
Three
barbacoa
I
Pas-
like
is, right?
Yes, it's like cow brains or
No,
cow,
it's the
the
cow
cheek.
cheeks. The
cow
cheek.
cheeks or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But them intestines, no sir.
Oh no, sir.
Tripas are
The
good.
stomago, no mames.
Yeah,
No mames way.
Mollejas?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that's
tried
a good
that a little
too.
bit.
I know it's not. What is it?
You like menudo?
I've only had it once. And
You're not missing much.
I like
What?
menudo.
I heard
I
people
don't
eat it
like
like
menudo.
when they're sick or
What?
something.
You don't like menudo?
Hell
Isn't
yeah.
that-
Like,
isn't that
oh,
like
you
a
like
soup
it, but Steve
time?
don't, right?
Yeah.
When you're hungover.
I had it one time.
Nothing works
my-
when you're hungover.
My
I'm
best
sorry.
friend's fiance, they're
Nothing
from
works.
like
That's
Nicaragua
Junior.
or something. Had it
Nothing
one
works.
time. And it messed up my stomach, but it was good though.
Nothing
Spicy.
works when you're hungover.
What?
Menudo don't work, man.
Yeah, it does.
It does not. No, it
If
does
you put the
not.
jalapenos and onions
No, it
in
does
it,
not.
If you get the right one.
yeah, you have to get the
No,
right
no,
one.
no.
So
Yeah,
the
we
one
had
in,
good ones
the
too.
one in
So what's your
Kansas,
go-to? What's your go-to for hangover, Steve?
Man, you just gotta.
You just got to write it out.
You just
Stick
gotta
it
ride
out.
that sucker out, dude.
Man,
There ain't nothing that you can do for that, man. It's just you do what you do.
Ms. Laurie Roberts is saying, why I always wear my sunglasses at night. Man, because I'm trying to look cool. I'm trying to look cool.
Darren said he's got pizza for Friday.
Nice.
Calzones.
Yeah, I'm calzones, man. That's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Darren has a pizza spot over there in Lake Jackson, remember?
Yeah, he's bringing the stuff.
Like
Nice.
like three of
Dave
them.
said more alcohol.
And more alcohol. And Steve's not going to be there.
No.
He's
Well,
at Mark Anthony.
I'm at Mark
What-
Anthony.
What time does that thing start, man?
9.
Man, look, we'll move the show up just to get you in there.
Not gonna happen.
Gotta move it up to like 3 o'clock because he's gonna be drunk by 4.
No, we move it up, and then I buy a Mark
Listen.
Anthony ticket, and we go live all the way into the concert, and we have the podcast
We
live
could.
in the concert.
We could.
So
We
we get
could.
kicked out.
We could.
You think we'll get kicked out?
Nah, I won't get kicked out. Everybody's recording in there.
Or we could take a couple PlayStation controllers and act like we're playing. You seen that?
I see that. That's funny. That's really funny.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'll be there. I'll be at Mark Anthony. So
Steve's hangover cure is to call in for 2 weeks.
yes, it is. Yes,
Come
it is.
on, man. Who
Hey.
does that?
Hey man, I'm telling you. So listen, it does not matter what you do when you're drunk or hungover. Nothing's gonna work in the morning. It's not gonna happen.
Menudo.
Nah, that's
More beer.
That's a old
Right
Southeast Mexico
No beer.
old wives' tale.
Ferrari mix.
Ferrari mix.
Get you a
Man,
beer and a
that
Ferrari
don't, that
mix.
don't work either.
No.
That don't work
Mess
either.
up your whole.
Did it
man.
work
What's-
in Kansas?
What's up, Cookie?
Did it work in Kansas,
Hell
Junior?
no.
No,
Man,
nothing
no.
worked in Kansas. Come on.
You know
man.
what worked in Kansas? The damn cold. It took my brain and my body were just like
Took your
it's-
soul,
Yeah,
huh?
it's too damn cold to be worrying about your hangover.
It's too cold up there, period.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
they're-
with you on that.
you know?
I'm definitely with you on
It was
that.
really cold. Looking back at it, dude, like Yeah, it was
That was
freaking
freezing.
cold. But
That
it
was
was
freezing.
good, man. I mean, look, I just hope that the S30 is not cold. I hate the cold, man.
It won't
It's either gonna be cold or it's gonna be wet. It's not gonna be perfect.
Hey, well, tomorrow Steve gets to test out the 30-degree weather at 8
I
in the
get to.
morning.
Yeah. So at the
Go live, bro.
The
Tenny or
lead-
I'll take a picture.
at the Legend Saldivar time limit.
Heck, I'll go.
Go live, Steve.
I'll go live and through the sunrise at BOD.
Man,
All right, there you go. There you
jeez.
go. So we got two.
I'm telling you, bro, that dude loves y'all.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna go in. I've never been. Have I been to Baseball USA that early? I
I've
don't
been
think
there
so.
early to work.
You went to big leagues that early.
I've been there.
Yes,
I've been
yes.
there early enough where they're not.
Time.
We win those games,
We've
though.
already explained it to you, man.
We win those games. That's why.
Man, Hey, hopefully
In the-
we'll see what happens.
We're like 6 and
Minutes, write down your favorite game times.
Oh, I like late games. I like 4 and
I
6.
haven't had a late game that I wanted.
I like
You
4.
got late game?
I haven't got one. Yet.
10:30?
Nah, we play at 10 and 2 tomorrow.
10:30.
I'll
At
be
night?
there. I'll be there. Man,
Hey.
don't get me started on Frank and Ralph. Don't get me started.
Who's watching? Who's watching the fight tomorrow?
We're watching
You
it right
watching?
here, aren't we?
We're watching it here.
Are you really?
Yeah, we're going live for your
Okay.
party.
I'm not gonna be here. You gonna be here with you?
Steve's party.
Steve's Get Well party.
I'll be getting well somewhere else. Who you got?
Got Fury. I
So
think it's
do
gonna
I.
be a close
Fury.
one.
You got Fury? Who you got?
Wilder.
Wilder.
Who you got?
I got Wilder.
Dude, I just
Of
like.
course, because he's
Look.
black. Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Look. My
That's why we don't. That's why we don't invite you.
No, well, look.
I'm mixed. Relax. I'm mixed.
My thing is this:
Not
like,
white.
Wilder's a power puncher, right?
Yeah.
And he caught Fury with however many seconds were in the 12th round. I thought he killed him when he hit him, to be honest. And he got up.
did you
He
see
got
that
up like
fight?
the Undertaker. I
Did you
saw
see the
it
fight?
live. Like,
You saw the whole fight.
I was watching it and I'm
Who
like,
do you think won?
Fury all day.
Okay.
That's what I thought the first round, even with the knockdown.
Yeah.
Because Fury got up. Had Fury got up and like he'd have been wobbly, then yeah, okay, call it a draw. But that boy got up like nothing.
I got Fury too. He's just gonna outbox him.
It's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah,
But
it should be good.
He
It
says
should
he's
be
gonna go right at him though. He's not gonna box.
good. Who said that?
Here. Darren says 8 and 10 p.m. games in June.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
we've been there.
'Cause it's not as hot.
Championship games. Oh yeah, never. I'm sorry. They're usually 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That's on a Sunday.
We got rings all over this table.
I'm sorry.
You
man.
were wearing
my bad.
one.
My
Those-
bad.
those
You
are
were
the-
wearing one.
My bad.
Hey,
I'm
those
wearing
are the Gaylord
Not that one,
Fokker
another
rings.
one.
Steve,
Another one.
My bad. I'm
Another one.
sorry.
Steve,
I'm sorry.
Steve, hey man, Steve,
I got you.
Santo,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah. He knocked that. He did
Santo,
get knocked
that's
out
a-
twice.
that's a Gaylord Fokker ring, like Swan said.
So they just give out rings to everybody? Is that the thing now?
Yeah, they pretty much, man.
Yeah.
They
They used
pretty
to
You
give
haven't got one?
trophies. No. I've only won tournaments with my older team. You know, Frank and them, they give out T-shirts, and then
Like
when you
these?
say, "Yeah, that material."
No, actually, no. For real, I thought the last time I played in that tournament, they
used
gave
to be
away cotton
No,
shirts.
they don't do cotton no more.
For
They ain't
real?
upgraded.
Dry fit.
It's dry fit, but it's like it don't say if it's a winner or nothing. Just say
They just-
participant. Yeah.
yep.
The parents were pissed. They're
They
they're
give
like,
it, they give it to you in a bag.
yeah, yeah. And the team that we beat is the dude that gave us the shirt
Yeah, that's funny.
because he ran that field
That's funny.
over there. It's over at Deepwater. We won it over here at Deepwater.
8 and 10 at BLD at night.
hell yeah.
That's like a
That's
5
a
o'clock.
party, bro.
Man,
Wake
that's
up.
like
At
softball.
Hey, hell yeah, I'm in.
Just go all night.
I need to do
Just
that.
go all
again.
night,
I need to
Larson.
play
Why
slow
not?
pitch again.
Yeah, that
I
could
played
happen.
it twice. That was fun.
Just go all night on the weekends.
Shout
Hey,
out
you
shout
see-
out to Brian Jacobus real quick.
You seen Burgos on? We playing.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
play
Shout
them
out
tomorrow at
to
9:45.
Pepe. What's up, Pepe?
I'm seeing you tomorrow, Pepe.
Are they good?
That was
I don't know.
last week, dude. The city's coach.
Oh.
Yeah, we play them at
They got a
9:45. No, 10.
Oh, the 10U
The
team.
national team's
Okay.
playing this weekend.
I have no idea who it is. We're just showing up cold and see what. Yeah, it's gonna be
How
cold.
does y'all's 10U compare to your 12U?
10U's barely starting out. We'll see what happens. I mean, you can't compare a team that just got together to a team that's been together for 6 years, 5-6 years. So, we'll see what happens.
How many kids flying in this weekend?
None.
No.
None. Maybe y'all should fly people in so y'all can get past 12 o'clock on Sunday.
Be like the Voodoo and the Banditos back in the day doing that.
We lost at what, 4 o'clock? Is that what it was? Because we had a 5-hour break.
Yeah,
Man,
we
you
had
know,
we
we
had
got
a
on that
whole
good
party
break.
going,
Yeah,
dude.
y'all were just partying.
If you
and
saw us
barbecuing.
at Bear Creek last week with the barbecue pit, drop a comment.
Gotta get that.
I haven't been
Drop
there.
a comment.
I haven't been there in a minute, man. I gotta be
Oh,
there
dude,
tomorrow.
we played what at 9, and the game was over at like 10:30, and then it was like, okay, you guys play back at
At
like
8.
4.
Bro, that's what
5.
that's what happens when you
Oh,
win on
yeah.
Sunday.
What
That's
do
what
you-
happens
what
when
do
you
you
No,
win on
I
Sunday.
understand.
No, I don't think you do.
I'm just no, I understand.
What do you think
but
about the
what I'm
long
saying-
break? Does it kill the momentum?
I think so.
It didn't feel like it until we got on the field, and everything just felt so slow.
I feel like that too when it's a big
Cause
break
it,
like that.
like that's one thing I hate
Nah.
about playing in Frank in them tournament. We play at 8. We went at 8. They want to play till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we went all the way. And this was at Premier and Tomball. And we ended up going to one of the dude's house in Katy and swam and forgot we had a game. Showed up. I mean, we ended up winning, but it's like,
Yeah.
you forget about it. And so that's why I think, maybe a game, maybe 2 in between, but no more than that. That's just the championship.
I see you, Keith.
Texas Haynes over CT.
Damn.
Nah, bro. Throwing shots.
I don't know, Keith.
Is that
I
why
don't
you're
know,
calling
Keith.
in sick, man?
I don't know, Keith. So I'm gonna let that slide.
He gonna get
Don't
called.
get Steve going again.
He gonna-
please.
he gonna call in sick to that
I
game.
just go
Blood
off facts.
pressure went up for a little bit.
He gonna
Just go
call
off
him-
facts.
He gonna call in sick to that game.
Nah.
Blood pressure went up a little
Nah.
bit.
You know what? I may not even be at that game. I may be with the Tins. So, I mean,
What, y'all supposed to play in pool or something?
who?
No.
So do they already have the schedules out for that?
No,
No, not
but
yet.
we could probably get some inside info.
Larson,
Y'all
make it
know y'all will.
happen.
Send a
Not
text
yet.
message.
Yeah.
Not yet. It should, but
Shout out to Needville.
I say for that something like that, maybe a week advance for y'all to get the schedule.
Let
at
them
least.
know.
no, it comes
Yeah,
out
well,
like on
he-
that Wednesday.
He
Just
sent
like
out
a regular tournament?
Well, he sent out an email earlier today that everybody had to pay, and the last day to register is March 1st. The tournament's
really?
March 7th.
That's a good question. I'm gonna ask y'all about that. Thing with
Okay.
USSSA, like when you pay, do you have to pay like a couple weeks in advance, or you get
No.
dropped from the tournament, or is it
No,
like
no,
nations?
no, no. Look, I'm gonna break it down to you real quick. Amanda's usually the one that'll like reach out to you, and she'll ask like if you're playing that weekend or not,
Mhm.
and it's just pretty much just let her know like, hey, we're playing this weekend, and they'll collect the payment before the first start of the first.
Oh, okay,
game.
okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was, especially like for like when we go out of town, we are playing USSSA. That's why I was asking, because like the way I had it set up is like you had to pay like a week or so in advance, or you couldn't like even register for it. That's why I was asking, because like the nations, I pretty much know all the directors, I know all their names and stuff, their numbers and all. So I'll just tell them, hey, we're gonna be there such and such, and they'll be all right, cool. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the USSSA people, so that's why I'm trying to learn everybody and stuff like that.
So
Oh, yeah.
Darren just said that the schedule for the majors will be out that Tuesday. Damn, so it's a 4-day suspense buildup.
Nice.
So-
nice.
You're gonna,
Nice.
but you're gonna be at the Mark Anthony concert that Friday, huh?
I'm gonna be at the
Damn.
Mark Anthony concert. Yes.
So we're gonna have to get your look. What we'll do is we'll record your picks the day before on video, and then we'll go when we go live. We'll play the video, and you'll tell us your picks for each age group.
It's almost 600
Who's that?
teams.
Yeah.
What's that?
Right here.
It's almost 600 teams.
It's probably gonna get to 600 teams. Man, that's
Is
imagine
this,
trying.
is this the biggest NIT, y'all think?
This is the biggest
Yeah,
tournament
so
in
is
the
this-
United States.
Is this the
Yeah.
one that Darren was talking about, 60-90 on the 13U under
Yeah,
major?
Mm-hmm.
It's all here.
I need to meet him.
Oh yeah, there was a conversation on that about the group. So,
So here it
should the 13U kids play 60-90 or what is it 54-68 or what was it? No. I got the numbers mixed up.
What is it? 5480.
Yeah. There you go.
What is it? 13?
13 major.
13U.
60-90.
Nah, I'll go 58, 50, 80.
So
or
they
whatever.
got a 13 under major regular, and they got a 60-90. Right here.
Are they really?
Yeah, they got two of them.
You gotta figure out what your team is, if they're ready
Boy,
for it
you
or not.
funny, man. You funny.
You got to figure that out.
So it's a pretty good amount of teams in both.
Roy Young, he said, my son said, give a BTA shout out to Josh. It's something we were saying before I came. He beat that ass.
I like that.
Yeah, it was like one
Where's the
of those things.
tequila? He needs some shots over here.
Where
Not-
do
not
you
supposed to
think?
cuss.
Where should they play?
What
50, 80?
are we talking about? Oh,
13.
the
You're the one who
13U?
brought it up.
I'm gonna say 13U.
So they got
When
both.
you're 13U, you're 8th grade, right?
I've probably been at 4.
Could be.
Yeah, you might as well just play the big field.
Okay. I
But
don't,
if
I don't
you-
agree with that.
But if you want to see
Think
better baseball, play the 5480.
Yeah.
There's a lot more teams than the 58, 80.
Yeah.
Is it?
Of course.
Than the 60.
I mean, if you make the game smaller at that age group, it'll be a lot faster and funner. But if you play in the big field, good for you.
MVP hustle.
Good for you.
13.
You want to make some predictions? I mean, we know what you're gonna say for the 12U, right?
You damn right.
You want to make some predictions on some age
Settle
groups
with
here,
confidence.
real quick? You good? All right.
I'm good with that.
All right. So let's
I'm good with
start. Go down. We're gonna
Listen,
go.
whoever wins any of these 9, 10, 11, 12, that's going to be an impressive run, no matter who it is.
Damn, look at the 11 you did.
Huh?
11 you went off forever.
Yeah, it's going to be an impressive
Yeah.
run. What are you going to have to win? 5, 6 games?
Yeah, pretty much, man. Hey, I will say this: the teams that make it on Monday will be the teams with the most
Pitching.
balls.
What, do
Okay.
what do you mean by that, Junior?
By that,
you need to.
by that, I mean like the team that really wants it because of the 4, 5, 6 games they might play is gonna win that. You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out the true colors of some teams that tournament.
A lot of these teams.
Or what do you think, Steve?
No,
am I right on that, or am I wrong on that?
No, I think you're a little bit right on that. But a lot of these teams play the U trip so they can get the points, so they can have better seeding for a tournament like this.
Okay.
That's what they do it for. And so you just got to figure out who you're gonna play. That's it. I mean, you can. If you're a high seed, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you're a high seed in the 12U and you run into us in the 12U, we're gonna beat you. That's just how it is, and that's how we won the elite. We didn't really play that much U trip, and so we were low seed, and we just
So what y'all play that year, Nations?
we played a lot of nations. Well, we played up a lot that year, and so I think if I remember correctly, I think after the first NIT, then we played strictly 10U. We never played 9U again until we went to the elite.
Damn.
Yeah, we stayed at 10U, and so
How many kids y'all flying?
none. All Texas.
I really get
I'm
Steve, do you have any kids from out of state?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
How
we
many
do.
do you have?
I think just one, if I'm
Just
not
one?
mistaken. Yeah, I think just one.
Where's he from?
Los Angeles. I'm going to say Los Angeles area.
Is
I don't know.
Is he flying
exactly.
in for the?
for the? Yeah.
So are
yeah.
they flying in your private jet, or
Nah, hell no.
do y'all pay for his flight?
No.
Damn.
Hey, you want to play in a good team? That's what That's just what it is.
All right, make sure you save that, Julio. Save that soundbite.
It's recorded.
Just make sure you save that soundbite.
Don't matter. Don't matter.
Anyways, there you Miss Beth caught on to it.
direct coat.
Direct quote. Yeah, that was a good one. Hey, Steve, is the Sunday team out of state?
Which one? No. No.
All in state.
All in state. That person's never seen us play. You ought to come watch us.
Dave Snyder said that.
Yeah.
Be there
Dave
Monday.
Snyder, be there Monday.
We'll be there. We were doing that one live.
Hopefully we're there. You
Brian,
never know, man.
Brian's calling me. Brian, I'm not picking up because we're going live, but
You tried calling.
holla.
On the
Holla
comments.
on the
On
comments.
the-
Thanks for
He
the
did.
invite.
Hey,
Just thanks for that.
there's no silver bracket for
I don't know. That's what they're saying.
No silver bracket.
I
We
saw
didn't
that.
have that when
I
was
don't
growing
understand
up.
what that means. Like, so if you don't make that's right.
That's what we did.
Y'all won the silver bracket?
No,
No, we
no,
lost.
no.
Second
What
place.
Darren's saying is remember he's only the top 10 teams will get into the gold bracket,
Yeah.
so you really have to play on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
That made a lot of sense.
All right,
Yeah, we're
yeah.
backtracking on that. So
Man,
damn.
but 5. So you think they'll get to 600 teams? You think?
Yeah, dude. It's
I'm gonna say 500 for sure.
no, it's already at 500.
Well, Darren commented on that he needed more field, so
Okay.
let's man,
Ooh,
biggest tournament of the year, dude.
man,
And we're championship games. We're going live
Deepwater.
man.
at Deepwater.
5. Look,
Look at Steve.
That place
And
is a
you
dump.
cannot see it that place at all.
That place is a dump.
So bad.
Oh man,
So bad.
that place is a dump.
Where'd
I'm
you
sorry.
play Little League at, Steve?
I played at
A dump.
Dixie Little League. No, it wasn't a dump.
It
No.
is now.
No, it's not. You haven't been there.
Why is everything a fruit over here? Strawberry, blueberry.
Well, look, the story is back in the day when this was all greenfield. This was all filled with like.
Because isn't that where they get the strawberry festival
Yeah.
from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say back in the day. But we also have a town down the street called Deer Park. So I don't know. Like if we had all the fruit here and all the deer were over there, and then you got the I don't know. I can't answer that, bro. But I mean, every street, like this neighborhood has a bunch of like. It seems like you're going down like I don't know, like an Indian reserve
Oh, yeah,
because
the
they all
names.
got like names. But if you go like on the other side of Spencer, and it's like it's where I grew up. I call it the Berry Hood. A lot of people think I'm stupid because I call it that, but literally it was like walnut, chestnut,
is that
raspberry,
why? Yeah,
peach. That's why I
pecan,
called
yeah.
it the Berry Hood. And now that I explain it, it's gonna catch on. But you guys are 10 years too late.
Heard it here. Heard it here.
Heard it here, exclusive, direct quote.
Did you read that? What do you
Darren
wrote?
says something for y'all.
You see.
Now, no, all teams advance to gold bracket, or at least 32 teams will play. But hopefully, all 40 teams will advance to gold. Okay, makes sense. So it'll just be one big
Yeah.
bracket.
Okay.
So not in Laporte. So our Laporte
Pecan Park.
silver bracket
Silver
World
bracket
Series
Yeah, probably not gonna happen.
not
right?
gonna happen now. And trying to take our business.
Exactly.
We're trying to get a.
We're trying to get that.
Silver Elite World Series.
We're trying to get that.
What? But is that gonna be a state of play?
I've never followed state of play, so I don't know.
Y'all do the buyouts every time,
I
or you buy it out? You do the buyout. You just say
no,
fuck it, I'll buy it
don't-
out.
I don't know what happens. I don't stay. I stay at a Marriott. So
Steve's not the player. He's the coach.
I stay at a Marriott, so I don't know where anybody else stays at, but that's where I stay at. And I'll be staying at Marriott in Atlanta and also in New York. So
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna take up on the New York room.
I don't know. We got to talk about that. I
Thought
got
you
about
got a
10
suite.
people in there.
Thought you got a
I
suite
do
What?
have a suite.
It's just me and Jay.
Yeah.
in Santos.
No, so if Santos going, you better find your own room. I'll tell you that right now.
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank. He
No,
has
no,
not
but-
made an appearance today.
But for real, yeah. No, where is Frank?
He has not
Yeah.
made an appearance.
Good.
Frank the Tank's in the doghouse,
Is he?
probably.
Yeah.
He gets in trouble every time he.
That
Thanks,
exactly,
Alice.
exactly, Beth. Exactly. But yeah, dude. So I don't know. I mean, when y'all went to the elite, what'd y'all do? Did y'all, was that stay and play?
The first year we did the hotels, which was like I said, it was a. What do you think, Julio?
It was bad.
Bad
was
experience.
bad?
Okay, bad
Yeah,
experience.
but did you have a choice of hotels, or you just picked one?
They made you choose two. So one of them was in Cocoa Beach, and the other one was in Melbourne. I think the price difference was by 65%.
What was like one on right on the beach.
Yeah, we were like literally on the beach, but like it said like resort, so like the pictures were like, man, like
Nice, yeah.
amazing,
we're going to Disney
bro.
World
Like,
or
we're going
something
to
like
Disney
that.
World. We
That's what they
show
make it
up,
seem
dude. It was like ghetto land.
Motel 6.
I'm like, dude.
Didn't your
That's
room
Cocoa
flood?
All right,
Beach,
so
though.
like this how ghetto
That's
land
Cocoa
was.
Beach.
So we show up, I get in my room, and we hear this like, and we didn't think nothing of it. We're like, man, we go to play our damn pool game, come back, freaking underwater, fucking room.
Damn.
Open the door.
Damn.
Jace's clothes were floating everywhere. He was like 6 months old. I was like, man,
That's
what's going
terrible.
on?
Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry. And they upgraded us.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
what?
3 rooms down.
But what? That was a hotel or what was it?
Yeah, it was like a resort.
was an-
International
it was-
Palm Springs
It was
Resort.
an old hotel.
Oh, was
Old
it?
hotel.
Okay.
Look, I'm not gonna say it was a bad experience. I
good, yeah.
had a fun because like
It's like right on the
I
beach.
like hanging out with you guys, so it was fun. But it was not what like Google Maps said.
Oh, it never is.
No,
Okay,
hell
so when you
no.
go out of town, are you a Airbnb dude or you're a hotel guy?
I'm a hotel guy, but I've heard a lot of things about Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Airbnb now.
Really?
I'm a hotel because I got a lot of points.
Yeah, I'm a hotel. I rather stay hotel.
Big money.
Big ballers.
Nah.
Big
I want my
baller,
room.
man.
I want my room cleaned every day. I want
Keep
stuff,
it
man.
clean.
I've never
son.
been to an Airbnb. What is an Airbnb?
It's,
a
like,
house.
it's when
It's
we
a
were in
house.
Orlando, dummy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just rent out
Yeah.
somebody's
Oh,
house.
so we
But
just
it's
rented
usually,
somebody's house?
but it's usually
Yes.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Nah, well, you know what? No, it's not.
Is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Man,
Okay,
we stayed in a sick ass condo.
People will tell you it is. Okay, so I'm going to Pensacola for like 2 weeks in August.
You're buying a house, huh?
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Yes,
have a future house there.
Yeah,
Junior.
I'm gonna buy a house.
I'm
in
moving to Pensacola, guys.
We'll do a show there.
And so I was looking at Airbnb, just because, or what is it called, Verbo or whatever the hell it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, let me tell you something, dude. Okay, so you can get a house for $100 a night. All right, so 6 nights, 7 nights, $700. But then they start feeing your ass to death. Owner's fee, surcharge fee. Man, forget that, man. Nah. Oh,
You leave
man,
it
I
town
ain't doing all
before,
that.
they'll charge
Then you got to
$250.
leave like a checklist completed, right?
Yeah.
I don't,
Yes.
man. Dude, when I'm going out of town, I'm not. There's nobody. Whoever I go with, they're not cooking in that kitchen. Just not gonna happen.
bro.
I'm going out to eat
Hey.
every single night.
Man, we made it happen, bro.
Nah, that's stupid.
It was cookouts every like. Shout out to my boy Alvaro from Eagle Pass, man.
Shout
We were
out to him because
we was barbecuing
I'm
out
gonna
there.
I'm gonna go eat steaks and shrimp. I ain't. Nah, I'm not doing all that
that's
stuff.
more money.
No, I'm not doing all that.
Big money.
No, it's just you just gotta
But
do it right.
nah, but we did the condo this year. We did the buyout, and I think
How'd you like the condo?
It was badass actually. It was right in front of a Platinum Fitness and the Red Leopard.
Okay.
If nobody knows what the Red
No
Leopard
comment.
is. Oh yeah, look, Thomas Johnson remembers. Shout out to my mom for cooking. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Santos was there, so
Terrible.
he can vouch.
Terrible.
Hey, she made some good stuff, right?
She made some amazing food.
Terrible.
Man, but we were eating good. I don't think we ate out once, right?
Terrible.
We made
What
steaks.
episode was
we-
that? Like episode 4 or 5?
Terrible.
Yeah, all right, so
think
I
might
took
have
my
been one or
mom,
two,
bro.
Actually. It was
So I
pretty
took my mom
early.
to the World Series. I told my mom, you can come with me. There's one rule. You got to cook. None like mama's home cooking. Man, she made food.
There is nothing like
every-
your mom's cooking, but
I've been
man.
waiting for you.
We bought like $400 worth of groceries, and we ate the whole week. We were there the whole week, literally the whole week.
Like every day we got back from the games, there was just like a
Food.
buffet.
Mm-hmm. That's what it was like when we went to Pensacola. I was, I ain't being racist, but I always love staying with Mexican people, Hispanic people,
Hell
because
yeah.
they love to cook.
Hell yeah.
Except Steve.
And
Except Steve.
Not when I go out of town. no.
every time, bro, every time we got back, because she would always leave the game early just so she could cook for us.
Damn.
Like, all on the table and everything. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, Thomas Johnson.
That was
we're
when,
giving you
when did the
props.
show start?
That's good.
Was that 6 months ago?
Yeah, we talked about that in one of the first episodes.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
I'm like
did
that.
talk
I'm
about
liking the
that.
comment right now.
Yeah, we talked about
That
that.
a boy, Thomas.
Yeah, but nah, I just can't, man. Man, I'm not into cooking, man, on vacations. That's just me though. I
You're
mean,
on vacation all year, dude.
You just took
Yeah,
a
man.
2-week
2 week.
vacation.
It
Took a
is how,
2-week
hey,
vacation.
I
it
mean,
is how it is.
so did you eat out every day these past 2 weeks or what?
Shoot, man. Okay,
Uber Eats or what?
I hit Uber. Man, you know what Uber Eats pissed me off, dude. Man,
Yeah,
hey,
you had Jimmy John's.
yeah, I had Jimmy John's. I never eaten Jimmy John's before in my life.
Never. That's
Hey, dude.
minor league food right there.
Yeah, we only ate that on the road.
That sucker's good.
They're expensive sandwiches.
It was good, though.
Nah, it
Like,
was
we
good,
ate that
man.
between
Shit.
games. In between games.
So Jimmy John's or Subway?
Jimmy John's.
Subway.
I'm a Subway person. Like, Subway is like
Jimmy
my food.
John's.
I'll pick Jimmy John's. Like we
I
had
fell in love with Subway because at PV.
Subway.
Because at PV, I mean, everything would get you sick. and then Subway, yeah, I got food. I only had food poisoning 3 times in my life, and 2 of the 3 times was at PV. And they had this Subway. They kept changing restaurants, but finally they got the Subway to stick.
Right across the street.
Nah, it was
It's
like
like-
because I lived off campus.
Oh, okay.
I lived like that exit right before you, like if you're on 290.
By the rack. What's it called? The rack.
That's in Waller. That's over there by
Yeah,
Buc-ee's.
that's-
I live like in
Buc-ee's, yeah.
Hempstead area. I lived right before that exit you would take to go to College Station, like Highway 6. But they had a Subway over there, and then they made it 24 hours. When we came, because we always went to go party at College Station, Northgate. So when we would come back, I would go right there, stop in there, and then keep going home. That was my go-to place. That was the only. It was that and the taco truck. That was it. It was the only place I eat up there.
Bro, I ordered.
Hell yeah.
That Jimmy John's came to my house in 15 minutes.
pretty fast.
Isn't that like the time that they're supposed to, right?
Yeah.
Well, I never eaten there, dude.
No, there's
Oh, Jimmy John. Yeah, the
Yeah,
commercial.
no,
They
it's a
supposed
commercial.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so they're all talking about their fast whatever, man. I
You
ordered like at
sponsor.
11:15, 11:30. That dude was at my door knocking. I was like, oh,
You give him a
shit.
tip?
Yeah.
I'd have gave him a $10 tip for that.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was
I don't
quick,
you
man.
probably gave him 30.
It was quick.
Nah, I'm black. I gave him $2.
It was good, man. That was my first time. I'll definitely eat there again. I'm not a big Subway dude. I mean, I like Subway every now and then, but man, they start being stingy with stuff out there, man. I mean, nah, I ain't doing that.
Ask for extra.
We had 2
Yeah, I ain't
Subways
doing all
on,
that.
on campus. We had the
Ain't
one that was
doing all
right
that.
off campus, and then one that was right on campus. Tell me why the one right on campus would always be without bread. They would always. I was like, how you Subway not have enough bread?
Sell out.
And then out of certain meats and all, man, I never went there.
Talking about Subway. Yeah.
Hey, Beth wants to talk about Pluckers. So the Pluckers in Stafford just opened. I still haven't made it there. Still haven't made it
Baker's
there.
I only like the
Gold.
one in
Still have
Missouri,
not made
not
it there.
Missouri City, Memorial City or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
That's the only one I like.
By
Can't wait
Baseball
for
USA.
Pasadena.
When is that one opening?
I don't know,
gonna-
but we're
Where's it
gonna go
gonna be
live.
at? Where's it
Going
gonna be
Down
at?
the street,
live
down the
on
street.
Pluckers.
Down the street.
On the podcast, we're going
Man,
live.
all y'all Pasadena
Go live
Mexicans will
everywhere.
mess it up. It'll be messed up.
Hey, what do you-
It'll
what do you
be
think,
just- it'll be just like this Bombshells. Y'all gonna mess it up.
I was about to say, like,
That's
you
not
know,
messed up. I go there every,
Bombshells
every
over-
Friday.
Bombshells over here is my spot.
I'm on my way.
On the
I'm,
east
I'm
side.
ready to go right now.
Man,
Go
got
where?
This one little Asian girl got my
Bombshells.
drink.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
45?
This
Nah,
little Asian girl,
man.
she fixed my drink every time. She already know what's up. I would drive that 30 minutes, 35 minutes to go to that Bombshells. It's always fights, but they be open about 20 minutes and then you
Get
right back
killed-
in it.
You get killed over there, man.
Oh, we just
That's
we
all.
just walk.
That's
we-
all, Steve.
Oh yeah,
No, it's
No,
Bombshells too.
Bombshells.
Bombshells too.
But Bombshells over here is worse though.
Yeah, don't go to the one on Fuquay.
That's the worst one.
Yeah.
It's been closed like 5 times. Bro.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh yeah. That's terrible over there.
You get all the Southeast rats there.
Damn.
Damn.
So all those rats are just gonna come to Pasadena.
Damn, everybody stay quiet on that? Come on, man.
They're just gonna come to Pasadena.
Hey,
out of
anyways, I
Pluckers.
had a DM earlier today, and for somebody like Josh, they're gonna enjoy this.
It's 'cause I'm
To
black.
explain, to explain the differences in World Series, and I want Steve to touch on this since you've been to big events as
Yeah,
well.
the OG for that.
You know, when they're talking about World Series events, which ones are the true World Series events? Because I mean, you get World Series Sulphur, you get World Series Gulf Shores, you get World Series Destin.
Destin.
Which
Dallas.
is a true World Series for like somebody like Josh that is not into the game for that long?
Depending on his team, I would say the one in Louisiana and maybe Gulf Shores.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and then we talked about this before. People talk about those tournaments and they talk about them in a derogatory fashion, but for that level of play, you go there, have a good time. I mean, a lot of it is those kids are having fun, dude. They, like we talked about, they want to play, but they want to have fun too. And when you get to the bigger tournaments, like when you go this year to the NYBC and Perfect Game, those tournaments aren't fun, bro. They're really not.
Business.
It's all business, dude. You're
Watch us.
you're trying to win. I mean, if you're going to those tournaments, you're trying to win. I mean, you're not trying to go out there and just to show. We're trying to go out there and win.
But that's what makes it fun, no? I mean, because that's what
Not
you're working for,
nowadays.
no?
Well, if you win, yeah. If you don't, then
It's
shit happens.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been on both sides of it, so I mean, it's
Agreed.
fun, and it's not. But like for Josh, man, I would say Louisiana, and I would do Gulf Shores or something like that.
I was thinking something like that the second year. I was kind of, from my younger team, I'm kind of keeping it close.
or even Dallas,
Yeah. See,
Steve,
I
your
wanted to
team's
do
12,
that
right?
one.
Yeah.
But Sulphur's like,
They didn't have them though. in
Sulphur's 2
Sulphur.
hours away.
And?
Oh, they didn't have
They
them?
didn't have them out there. They only had like a Natchitoches. I'm not finna go to Natchitoches, bro.
No.
So, Steve, would you take your team to Cooperstown?
No,
Why not?
Why not?
that's not
Home
a
run
good
derby?
That's not a good tournament.
Home run derby
They're
type?
playing in little bitty fields.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
But it's a good.
No, it's
I mean,
not.
it's a good experience. I had a great time.
Well, that's you.
I never played there.
I had a great. I mean,
Well,
have
that-
y'all been to Cooperstown?
I've been to
I haven't.
Cooperstown.
I mean, you played baseball your whole life, right? You've always wanted to go to Cooperstown, right?
Cooperstown. I've
Why not
always
go
wanted to
play a
in the
game out
PG.
there? That was.
I
It
think
was a
my-
great
I
time.
think my favorite.
okay.
World
If
Series
you're
playing,
a
you know?
true baseball guy going to Cooperstown,
Yeah, it's another experience.
I mean,
but that's why I got when
I hear you.
Nah, they got too many weeks out there. Which week you gonna go? You gonna go week 1 or week 10? That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember what week, but I don't even remember
just
playing. I just remember going to Cooperstown.
Yeah,
Well, like
I'm just saying.
Like my favorite one was the Ripken Experience out there in Myrtle Beach. Man, you don't get nothing like it. They have trainers on deck. They have all these different fields, and it's not like regular like this. I mean, I remember I hit 4 home runs that weekend, but I remember hitting a pop up to right field. It's a routine fly ball in any other field. I think it cleared the fence by 20 feet because it's like 188, 178, then like 307. 244, but like that complex like itself was just nice. Like they had a open ceremony. That week we didn't get to meet Cal Ripken. He was the week before.
Who'd you meet, Billy?
Nah, nobody was there.
No, really?
Nobody was
Wow.
there. And like we played a team from Canada, which is game 1. Every time, oh, they got this team coming out of Canada. They're gonna be, man. We blew that team out like 17-1, and we didn't lose until the semifinal game. We went 6-0 and then lost in that semifinal game. But it's like, that was my favorite just because the facilities were nice. The thought of having trainers you can go get worked on, ice on, stuff like that. The cages were nice. They had an inside complex. It was just really nice. And then we're staying on the beach. So you get the best of both worlds. Plus, we were winning. So it was like a triple threat for that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm taking my kids to Portland this year because it's close to the beach. It's not too far, and it's a good World Series for a first-year team like mine for that.
Yeah.
And my 16-year-olds, which is probably my best team, we're looking to go to Panama City Beach out there for the World Series out there. So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, you can't go wrong going out there. I like that part
I've
of the
never been
country.
there. I've never been there. I've been through there.
I like it.
I've been in Pensacola, then I've been all the way in West Palm Beach, but I've never been to Panama City.
Yeah, it's only about an hour away from there, an hour and a half, something like that. Yeah, I like it over there. But that's, it all depends what team you got and how you want to challenge them. But there's a lot of World Series to go around. But if you want to be stressed out, then you go to NYBC, then you go to Perfect Game.
If you're a party team, you go to Sulphur.
No, they got some good teams there, but I think that's an open. That's open, right? Yeah, and so you may play a AA team or whatever, but it's still a good experience, dude.
That's what we always play.
Yeah, have y'all been to over there to Sulphur, Lake Charles?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I liked it.
It's hot.
I like
It's
that as a
hot.
little kid. Like 9.
It's
10
badass
years
for the parents too. Because you got the casinos and stuff to keep them busy.
They always did
But
that.
it's literally a carbon copy. Said it backwards. Carbon copy of Pasadena.
What, Lake Charles,
Yeah.
Sulphur?
Smell.
They got the casinos. They got the refineries.
It's an industrial town.
It's like an industrial town. But hey, it's 24 hours
If you go there, yeah.
alcohol. I had no idea.
You didn't?
And sell it in the stores and everything.
Yeah, but I was at
Gas
Kroger. I was at
stations and
Kroger
everything.
at 2 a.m. for I forgot for what. I think buying milk or I don't know what the hell we were doing.
Went and got a beer
And,
too.
Dude, there was a guy buying 3 Jack bottles. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they're selling liquor
went
there
over.
too. That's
Yeah.
even better, dude.
That was the time where we saw los Broncos, bro.
Oh yeah. That's
You
the
gotta know where you're at.
We saw los Broncos.
That's
Lot of-
funny.
lot of
Where
drama right
y'all
there.
y'all going to a World Series this year? Where y'all going?
Yeah.
Break the news, Santos.
Where y'all going?
Well, I don't know the specific name, so it's better if you say it.
PG in Atlanta.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just laughing. Y'all got an invite or what?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Then I'll see y'all there then.
Steve be hating, dude.
I'm not hating. I didn't think.
Ultimate
Where's
hater,
that
dude.
dude at? Where's that dude at? All I know, you didn't play last week, and you're in a 4-man
That's
tournament.
the ultimate hater. Nobody laughed except for Steve. That was hater move, bro.
This guy.
It's okay.
This
bro.
guy.
It's okay.
Are y'all really going to Atlanta? Seriously?
Hell yeah, why not?
Okay. I
Why
thought
not?
I thought it was an invite only.
11U division across the USA. You know who the top teams are. If you can get yourself a couple pitchers that can go in there with a puncher's chance, you have a chance with anybody. I think so in that age group.
You just described every baseball team in America, but yeah.
Exactly. That's why.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll see y'all there. What week are y'all going?
Well, I think this year they're doing like all the 10s and then all.
No, they're not. It's all the same. So which week are y'all going?
No, that's different.
No, it's not different.
The 10s and 11s don't play together.
Okay.
Miss Beth says she'll see
So
y'all there too.
Right.
Yeah,
Miss
yeah.
Beth's going too?
The 10s 11s don't play the same week. I know that it's different weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why did y'all pick that and not TBS?
No, you want me to be straight up?
Yeah.
Because Ray Goff at TBS said, "You guys just got put together. I can't give you guys the invite." I was like, "Bro, all right, cool,
Okay.
that's fine."
All right. Nice. Nice. Where y'all gonna stay at over there? Y'all know?
I don't know. We got the invite Tuesday, and I literally forward all the information to Frank the Tank.
Oh, okay.
Frank the Tank, taking care of everything.
And I
Taking
told Frank,
care.
I
It's
was
our
like,
team manager.
I was like, "You take care of all that, bro." I'm
Nice.
Because, yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, good.
Team
Well, hopefully we're there
manager.
the same week.
Yeah, I'm telling you, look at it. It's. It may be, but I know the 10s and 11s aren't playing the same week.
Let me see. I have our schedule. Let me tell you when we're playing. Because that'd be pretty awesome. We can hook up there.
Podcast.
Yeah, you know what?
Take
we
the
could.
equipment.
Are you
take
going?
it to
Are you going to be up there, Julio?
No, I'm not
Oh,
You have to
Not to Atlanta.
get a vacation time.
yeah. I don't really. I don't really like Atlanta.
Darren, I just saw the comments. Yeah.
Mm.
That's the TBS. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Cause like I guess you have to send like a request or hit him up or something, and
Oh, for real?
yeah,
Man. I'm
or
glad I don't
he
deal with all
reaches
that.
out to you. I mean, I don't know how it works.
Man. Okay, so we're going to be in Atlanta July 2nd through the 7th.
July.
Oh,
sixth.
you gonna be up there
Yeah,
lit.
yeah. It's not the same week, right?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me look at it.
I don't know.
That's 4th of July weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's when we're going to be up there. I'm not a big fan of Atlanta. Y'all been to Atlanta? You been to Atlanta?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Been through
I like it.
once. Mm-mm.
Do you like it? Did you
I
like it?
wasn't a fan.
I'm not a big fan of Atlanta. You
I
like
mean,
Atlanta?
it's a good nightlife, but I mean, if
See,
you
I've
go
only
for a
been
turn-
through it. I've never like stayed the night. I've only been
It's,
there a
it's a
couple
great
hours.
nightlife, but it's like Miami.
Oh,
Man, Miami's awesome.
No, like
Miami was
no, it's
gift
like
from
I'm
God.
saying like the
Did,
nightlife.
did this dude just compare
No,
Miami
no,
to Atlanta?
I said the nightlife is like Miami.
No.
I don't
Yes.
think so.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't even stay in
Have,
Atlanta.
have y'all
like
gone
this.
out in Atlanta?
Yeah, no, it's not even close to Miami, bro.
Oh, I have not been out in Atlanta.
Look,
so-
bro,
No,
in
you have
Miami,
not.
in
So-
Miami, bro, is like it's heaven on earth, bro.
But you haven't been to Atlanta.
I'm telling you, I've been to Atlanta.
Okay.
Have
And
you
I've
been
been
out?
to the
Have you been
outlet.
out?
Yes,
Been
it is not better than
Okay.
Miami. I'm
Okay.
telling you right now.
I don't know.
If you're
man.
talking about strip clubs, then maybe that's a different story. You know, but I haven't been to the strip
This
clubs.
is a, this is
Okay.
select.
Okay.
This is select.
I know it's a
podcast,
select
so let's-
podcast, but 11U PG is the June 18th through the 23rd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Said
the,
10 years, June 11th.
yeah, it's the week before.
Okay. Damn, we're gonna
There
miss
are
it.
2
We're
weeks.
gonna, we're gonna miss each
Yeah.
other.
So you guys are what, the week after that one?
We're July 2nd.
So it's like 2 weeks after that one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when we're. That's
Well,
when-
if you look at it, dude, they have a crap load of teams signed up. There's like over 100 teams.
Who?
Like
PG?
yeah, on each one.
Oh, I haven't even looked at it
Because I was looking at it. Look, let me click on it right here.
because we go July 2nd through the 7th to Atlanta, and then we go to New York the
Look,
20th through the 26th.
Yeah, because the 10U one starts June 11th through 16th, and there's 112 teams that I've already in.
Oh, okay. Nice, man. Congratulations.
It's a lot, dude.
Congratulations. Atlanta is ugly though.
Mm.
Maybe we go to a Brave game.
Well, don't they do like the opening ceremonies at the SunTrust Park?
Man, I don't know. I haven't gone
There's
to an open
100
ceremony
yeah.
ever.
No idea.
11U is 134 teams.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hold on, I'm going down. We're gonna find the 12U.
Man.
Okay, 12U here. There is 130 teams.
Then what?
12U.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay. Man. Wow. That's a lot. Man,
That's a lot,
congratulations, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Congratulations.
I mean, we've been together what 5-6 months?
Something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems like y'all been together longer than that.
No, the team started. When did we start?
Well, it just started? The team just started?
Yeah, this is the first year we put this
Wow.
team together. We put it in. What was it like?
Man, y'all not bad. I saw y'all. Y'all pretty good.
What was it like September maybe?
Y'all pretty good.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
where'd you get most of your kids from, Junior?
Look, to be honest, and this gonna hurt people's feelings.
Be honest.
Right? They're all from the Houston area.
Uh-huh.
Well, when I say Houston area, they're all from the Pasadena area.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But it honestly, and I'm gonna just say it out, just straight up.
Let's go.
If we would have the rest of the Pasadena kids that are here, all right, that live around this area, if they were all in the same team, which we were in 7U, would be the best 11U team in the country, without a doubt.
So y'all 11
Yeah,
Okay.
we would, but we lost a
Okay,
lot.
so
but
what-
again, if we would have
what's-
had them,
what's preventing that?
what's preventing that? I don't know. I mean, I
Well, you brought it up. So what's preventing it?
I think it's just different mindsets. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Because
So
it
do
doesn't
they-
make any sense for me.
do
not
they
to
go
put-
like-
I would say
they-
I would say it's pride.
probably that too?
Yeah.
Coaches?
No,
Not mine,
coaches.
not
I
our,
mean,
no,
obviously.
not mine.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
So is it like
Parents,
teams that just
Parents?
like
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
want to
Parents
go
trying
with
to compare
y'all,
their kid.
or
Look, we all started together, and then it just.
they went to go play on like the big
No,
name
it wasn't.
teams,
It
or-
wasn't. It wasn't even like half the team or anything. It was one dude, and then as the years went by, everybody kind of started like spreading out.
Yeah, that's usually like that's what I said. Like most of the people, from my area, they'll go all the way to Katy play on the team.
Yeah.
Just because they have that name behind them.
I mean, and it's crazy because, like, to think about being a team from this area, like, with really that much talent and having, like, the access to high schools and knowing all the people around here, to not be able to put it together, it makes us look pretty bad, man. So hopefully we can get that straight.
So are y'all going to play at the same high school?
Yes,
That's
that's the crazy thing. We're
That's
all
the
gonna
crazy
play.
thing, yeah.
All these kids are either gonna play at Dobie or at Pasadena Memorial,
Okay.
for the most part.
Okay. No Sam Rayburn?
Not if I'm not there. No.
No. The only way it would work is if everybody says, "Hey, we're all going to Rayburn." Then Rayburn has a good, 6 years? But
Which has never happened?
which is never gonna happen. Well, you never know. I mean, look,
No, yeah, stuff changes.
like,
But it's going to be hard. It's hard for established schools to get better because you have people like yourself. Y'all moving in, and then y'all don't leave. Okay. So what happens is as you get older and Jace get older, you just say you're going to stay here, so you don't have any new talent coming in. That's why all the suburbs.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why they get because people
I
keep
feel
on
you.
going in there.
I feel you on that.
And so it's not like
I'll probably
like,
move now.
like on the football one. When I told Roy about Texas City, Texas City's starting to build a lot of new houses.
Yeah.
And
They
so
got all
right
that
there off,
land down there.
right there off
So
of
they're
Highway
gonna get
3.
a bunch of
Man,
new
they're gonna
talent.
they're gonna get a lot of new talent in.
See, but I agree I'm glad you brought that up. That's one of the things I think me and you are like, just we're 100 on it, is you're right, dude. Like, that's not going on anymore. But the thing is that most of the kids around the area, all right, the way that I see it is, like, if you look around Houston, if the teams, like, if all the Northwest kids will stay together, they would make a badass team.
They
If
do.
all the North,
They do. That's
Okay.
called Cypress Ranch.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about travel level, right? If they all stay together,
They do.
100%.
That 11 you
and
team.
then Southwest.
Okay. No. Okay.
Okay.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Okay.
You're missing the point.
Okay.
Mexican teams don't stay together. Predominantly Hispanic teams don't stay together. You
Okay.
can say yes or no, but I'm just telling you that's what it is.
No,
They just don't.
I'm not gonna
they just
disagree
don't.
on that.
They just
I'm not
don't.
gonna disagree.
And so you got all these other people.
Texas Attack.
You got all these other people
Shout out to Frank and Ralph.
you got all these other people with different mindsets, and they stay together. And then you get, Hispanic teams. They don't stay
saying.
together, dude.
I wonder what that is. Why that is.
They fell off so quickly because after y'all came, we probably had another 2 solid years. And then that third year, they fell off. The kids showed up late, and I left and went to go play on the worst team.
Yeah, I would say the team that, I don't know if you know Frank and Ralph, they
Yeah, I
do
know.
tournaments.
Yeah, I know.
We played on a team, and it was me and Frank's son. We're like 15 all the way to out of high school.
Man, Rocky,
And I would say like 6, 7 of us went to college. I mean, I'm not going to say no UT,
No. You
But
went to
we-
college, yeah.
yeah, we went to
there's
a good-
there's nothing wrong.
we went to
Division
the
one
D1.
ain't
It was
Yeah.
about 6 or 7 of us, but we all played together.
Man, that's a good
And
question.
then,
And-
both of y'all pitched
yeah.
against each other in the championship. I mean,
Yep.
that's
there's
something to
nothing
be.
wrong with that.
That's something
Yeah.
to be accomplished,
There's
man.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but-
Pasadena's pride and joy.
That's-
Santos
It's
Salvador.
very rare to find that.
They're gonna make a statue of you, bro.
Yeah,
Where-
I would
where
say
at?
I would just say it's just
Put it right.
pride.
They're gonna put it right in front of Hollywood 20.
Okay, so you think it's?
Rayburn?
I'm
Right,
telling you,
Rayburn.
dude, it's the parents.
It's pride in the parents thinking the
parents.
kid is much better than
Yep.
the other one when they shouldn't be comparing themselves to each other.
Oh, but that's
They
gonna
shouldn't.
that's gonna
They
happen
shouldn't.
anyway.
But you're gonna get
It's gonna
different
happen,
mindsets
dude.
from different parents.
Yeah, I
'cause
mean because like if a recruiter comes in, act like you have a badass shortstop, badass catcher, the recruiter's just looking for a shortstop. So no matter how good your son is at catching, he's not looking for a kid like your son.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm talking about like a college
Yeah,
coach.
yeah. I know what you're
So
talking
if
about.
they all play together, it don't matter if you're competing. You're just gonna get better. But
But
I mean,
do you actually think that parents want that? Because every parent says they want their kid to be
Develop,
pushed and all this
yeah.
and all that. And then when you get to that situation
they want to
no.
start
in high
seeing
school,
wins.
then yeah.
yeah,
I
well,
don't know.
this is what Select World is doing. As soon as something hits the fan,
They're gone.
you're ready to jump
Do your
ship.
own thing.
And that's what's kind of been a
Happens
struggle
in high
for
school
me.
too.
Yeah, definitely. But
Yeah.
that's what this. I would say the Select World really created that, because Select World wasn't that big when I used to play.
Nope.
It wasn't very big, so it's like whoever you played with, that's who you were playing with. It wasn't all these daddy ball teams that they were created just
Man.
because they didn't like a team or a coach or.
I want to believe you on that, and I think I'm with you like 65%.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think it's I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm almost with you though.
So you're saying, like, back to what we were saying, parents are soft nowadays, and
Yeah.
okay.
The parents, they take kids out. I mean, if they're not doing what they think they should be doing, they take them out the team.
Yeah.
Has that happened to you guys before?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It happened to us. Happened to us a lot. You know,
And
like I told you, we won the elite. The guy,
Yeah.
the not the kid, the parent quit on us as soon as we got the trophy.
Yeah.
And so, and the kid played every single game.
Yep.
I mean, and was an integral part of it.
And-
But
I
he
mean-
wanted to be the center point of the team
And-
instead of being
Yeah.
on the team.
And that sucks as a coach, because all you want to do is want the best for all your kids, and all the parent want is just worried about their kid. I
child.
mean, which is,
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey.
you're paying all that money, so I understand it. But I mean, you got to look farther into his life, like not right now where it doesn't work out. I'm leaving.
It's just like every kid wants the best 8 players plus their kid to play.
Yep.
As long as their kid is playing.
Yep.
The way I see it is like, because I had my 15-year-old team in the fall break up like that because the dad swore his son was a shortstop. I'm like, no, he's not a shortstop. I was told, because I took over this team, and I was told that the kid was a left fielder. He played outfield, played a little second base. So, okay, cool. Beautiful swing. Defense is his weaker point, but with work, he could be a decent second baseman, maybe left fielder. He didn't have an arm to play the outfielder. Was his downfall. But okay, I put him in there to play, see what he got, because I didn't know. I was just given what I told.
Right.
First ball hit to him, kicks it, routine tailor-made double play ball. But his dad kept swearing, hey, such and such is a shortstop. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna let him play himself out of it. I'm not gonna wish the kid does bad, but I'm gonna, just show why he's not playing there. And it's like, you get some parents is like, they're there, ride or die. I just want my kid to develop. I want my kid to develop and stuff like that. And you want the parents that, they want their son to win select ball tournaments. And it's like high school and college, because I've talked to both high school coaches, college coaches, and major league coaches, managers like, Tom Lasorda, Mike Sosha, Dusty Baker, those guys. And I talked to him. I said, well, what do y'all look for that? And he's like, straight said it blunt. We don't give a F about select baseball. Nobody's gonna care about your stats. Because I have guys, old teammates and friends that I grew up playing against, who are on the sorry teams. I got one in the Padres organization. I got one in the Giants organization. One's in the Reds. They're playing in that. It don't matter what happens now. It's further
No,
down
you're
the
right.
road.
You're right about that. You're
And
right
it's-
about that.
And I think some parents get lost and caught up in it, like stuff I see on Monday mornings when parents are talking about different teams and umpires and stuff like that. But it's like,
Shout out Ralph.
Ralph. But it's like you gotta let the kids play. This not about you. You can't live your dream through your kids.
Yeah.
You gotta let them play.
So Keith Feathers talks about something about loyalty factor. There ain't no loyalty in select baseball.
No.
Zero.
You need to get
Zero.
that off the table. There ain't no loyalty in baseball from collegiate, select, and definitely not in the pros. I mean, everybody's gonna do what's best for them, point blank.
Yeah.
I would love to sit here and say people are loyal, but you're only as loyal as your next offer. And
And
so
that's what happened to me. That's what happened.
and
to
so
my
that's
other
what
team.
happens, man.
Because
Don't-
I had a
don't
guy.
leave, Steve.
I had a guy.
Don't leave, Steve.
Yeah, don't leave. I had a guy that recruited me to coach this team. The team I was just telling you about. Went out his way to give me the job. Very first tournament, like I said, we won in deep water, went undefeated. And these kids are 14 and 15. Like I was telling somebody earlier, my best hitter is just turned 14. Is a JV shortstop at Klein Collins. Led the team in 52 hits. He's my two-hole guy. When the first tournament went undefeated, 4-0, whatever like that. Second tournament, I think we went 1-3, 1-2. Like we started struggling, but we were playing against 16, 17-year-old kids. I have 14-year-olds on my team that are, hanging. And like I said, the kids were getting better, and they, were developing, actually learning the game, not just playing it. And then you don't like how I do one thing or how I play your child, and then you go and say different stuff, spreading rumors, and then they want to get rid of you. You know, I hear then I hear through
Parents
the
talk about the coach, really?
and then I hear through the grapevine that you're looking through another coach. So I resigned. I was like, you know, I'm doing my own thing. You guys do what you got, you know, want to do. And then now they're over in another organization. I'm not gonna mention them, but they know who they are. And I don't wish, you know, and I feel bad for the kids because they were getting something out of it. The kids were getting better. And I actually ran into a couple and was like, Coach. And one of them called me and was like, Coach, Coach Wells, I just want to let you know that I made the JV team as a freshman. I didn't think I was going to make it at all. And, you know, I just want to thank you for, you know, the small stuff you told me about approaching the game and preparation and all that other stuff. And I'm like, you know, I said, this was all you, bro. I can't take credit for that. I just, you know, gave you the little knowledge and trying to prepare you. But it's like, you know, you got kids coming to tell me, you know, they want to play for me and stuff, but the parents, you know.
Yeah.
So
How do you think those parents handle it when they get to high school and they can't
Can't say nothing.
Yeah, that's funny. I like seeing that because they can't say a damn thing.
Nope.
The coach ain't even going to talk to them. I mean, it's one of those things where it don't matter who you are. It's just
It's worse in college, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're a parent trying to talk to a college coach, good luck on that shit.
Oh, hell no.
That doesn't sit well at all.
No.
It doesn't even sit well on the high school level.
It didn't even sit well in high school. Exactly.
Hey, Coach Santos is not playing.
No, I don't even let that at 11 year.
Our coach would tell us, like, parents would call him and text him. I said, oh, no, that's the bad way. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, my coach at PV had an ass, was at my dad. You know, we were playing Sam. He's like, is that your dad? Because my dad had waved because he saw I wasn't playing that game. So he waved and said bye. He's like, was that your dad? I said, yes, sir. And he would try to, like, introduce himself to my dad. My dad was like, you know, because my dad, his thing was he never tried to, you know, kiss a coach butt and, you know, throw him, like, you know, this is my son. You know, it's like, hey, my kid's got to earn it. And I think more parents should do that because it's teaching your kids, you know, life lessons because, you know, this game is about failure. And what they do with that failure, you know, dictates what type of player, person they are in life. And I think you just, you know, you got to protect your child as you should. But at the same time, you know, you got to let them make their own mistakes. You got to let them grow up. You got to deal with the bad coaches, good coaches, all that stuff. So, you know, that's my whole thing about it.
No, I'm with you on that. It's just, you know, it is what it is. What do you think, Junior?
Man, I wanted to bring this up. Like, I think parents should understand. I mean, at what age group do they have to, like, really, like, just think about, like, man, and understand what level and where their kid is going to, like, play, man? I mean, that has to be, like, common sense at some point, right? Like, you have to understand.
That's what I was telling you earlier.
Like,
Parents
hey,
and
my
common
kid,
sense
you
don't
know,
go together.
No.
No, because their child is hot stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't
You
go.
know,
That doesn't work.
I mean, you know, they just. I guess does that go back down to, like, expectation? I mean, they're expecting too much, or they're not expecting enough.
See,
Or-
like the way I treat my brother. My brother's 15. I just tell him you're never good enough. I'm always pushing him. I
Sound
never
like-
tell him you're good enough.
Sound like Jimmy Jr., bro. You said
I mean, because if you're okay with how a kid is playing, that's whenever they become complacent.
they
So
know
I
that they can get
always
better.
tell my brother, you're never good enough.
Do you think that the kids today actually will listen to something like that?
No,
No, not-
they get butt hurt.
Yeah.
But I rather do that and make him and push him by him being mad at me.
So who pushes the kid then? The kid has to have the inner drive.
Some kids have it, some kids don't. We talked about it in
I think you're born with it.
Yeah, that's what
You
we were
either have
talking
it or you
about.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just. I mean,
That's
and
all-
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about working out and all that stuff. I'm talking about for the complete package. Okay, so when you go to college and stuff, you know, you gotta be the baseball player. You got to be the student. And then you got to be the student athlete. You know, we tend to forget that, you know, you go to school because of academics. I mean, I know why we really go to school, but you know, it's disguised that way. And so when you have high school kids, or when you have, let's say 11, 12-year-old kids that are already being groomed to go to high school, man, they got to get ready, dude, because when they go, like, and we've had high school coaches here, they said, man, I don't care who you play for.
Yep.
If you don't come out there and you try out that first 2 days and you don't make it, you better go look for these second chance leagues because you ain't playing.
Yep.
I mean, you're just not going to play. They don't care who you are.
Exactly.
Going back to it, and you said some kids are born with it. I agree, but I also think it depends on how you grow up in who kind of like grooms you a little
Yeah,
bit.
facts.
Yeah.
And I was just talking about that.
Nah, I don't believe that.
No, like I'm saying, I'm
believe
not
that.
disagreeing with you, but what I'm saying, not everybody's born with it. Some people like are groomed, they're taught how to be that way, and then it flips in their head, and then boom, you're good. But I do agree, like some.
So
kids
you
are
don't
born
you
with
don't
it.
think parents are role models to the kids? So if the parent works hard, you don't think the kid will catch anything of that?
Not in today's age, no.
And it's sad though because
I
some
think
parents,
that was prevalent. Excuse me, that was prevalent when we were
I mean,
younger.
that's how I was. My dad was such
Exactly.
a hard worker.
Okay.
Seeing
But
him get up at 5 a.m. every day,
Okay.
I wanted to be a hard worker. So I
Yeah.
took that into baseball.
Okay. But that was
Yeah.
way back.
Yeah.
Now we're dealing with a different kid now.
Yeah.
Now we're dealing with the kid with the new shoes, with the cell phone, with the 50-inch TV in his room, with Xbox and PS4. That's a different kid than when you grew up. Not saying anything to you, but I mean the kids are different now, dude. You either have it or you don't. Plain and simple.
and it's not 100% bad thing. Just
So,
it's
so,
just
so what can a parent do to be better?
Man,
What
I
would you
don't know.
recommend? You
No,
don't know?
I have no idea.
You don't know the formula?
Nobody knows that.
No.
formula.
Parents, I
nobody
mean, the
knows.
parents are listening. They want to know the formula.
There's not a
Steve.
formula.
there
You gotta
isn't
figure it
there
out.
isn't a perfect way to raise a child. You just that's what I said. Like parents just learn as they go.
Yeah.
They just gotta figure it. They
If it's
just
that
figure it
easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Old
Yeah.
school, man.
But I
Old
think the
school.
kid,
Steve's team does it pretty good.
the kid. I mean, you got to be mentally tough.
Yeah.
And how do you get that way? I think you're born with it, dude. I just think you are. I mean, there's some things that you can work on. You can work on grounders. You can work on hitting. You can work on all that stuff. But if you don't have it mentally, it don't matter, dude. And I'm not into this heart stuff because I see a lot of heart players that aren't good. But I'm talking about, and you
But-
guys that played in D1. I mean, you guys know. I mean, you got to be mentally tough, dude. I mean, there ain't no punks up there.
No.
I mean,
But life experiences can make somebody tough, though, man. Depending on what it is
Where?
and how it's.
nah,
You know.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
okay,
just
so,
saying because.
Okay,
like,
so
you know?
so I'm gonna bring that to me.
Okay.
Okay, my son's life experience are gonna be totally different than mine because I grew up in the southeast Houston. My son's growing up in Sugar Land. Two
Yeah.
totally different environments. Okay, two totally different environments. So I can't expect my son to be as mentally tough as I was at that age. As composed to where he is now, because of his environment. It doesn't matter where I came from; it's where he's living at right now. So it doesn't, we can't really say that. Like, let's just say you right now. I don't know where you came up, but like Jason Jake, they're living in a great house with two great parents. I mean,
But we still in the hood.
you ain't in the hood, dude. You're
Well, this is the same hood I
you're
grew
not-
up
you're
in.
not the hood.
Midtown Pasadena.
You're not in
I
the
know.
hood.
Look, but
You're not in the
nice
hood.
part of-
but here's the thing, like. I get what you're saying with, but I grew up in the same city and it wasn't hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
You're not in hood now.
But that's what I'm saying. It wasn't hood when I was around, so I know my kids aren't experiencing that. But I guess I look at it a different way, just because of the way that I was kind of like things happen in my life as far as like mental toughness. That's why I think different when it comes to that. Well, I have a different opinion. I mean, that's what I mean.
No, that's fine. We can have different opinions.
No,
there's
because
nothing
I
wrong with
agree.
that.
Like you are born with it, because LeBron was not born with that mentality. We all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. But I do think life experiences can shape your mental toughness, can help you
for suburban
expand
kids,
it.
for suburban kids,
Again, depending on what it is.
because this is
You know,
considered
yeah.
suburban.
Well, depends.
So
Again,
No,
do,
it's
so
not-
do we need
it's
to
not
move to the
depends.
hood? Is that what you're saying?
Depends.
No,
When I raise my kid,
no,
raise him in the hood?
no. I'm just thinking there's just a different mindset.
Is that what's gonna make him tough?
Nah, it's just a different mindset,
The
dude.
formula.
It's a different mindset.
Move to Pasadena.
Nah, it's just a different mindset, dude.
but
I mean,
mindset is what you make of it, no?
that's your
right?
opinion, bro.
Well, that's what I'm.
All I know,
I'm
dude.
debating.
All I know is this: the kids from the Dominican and Venezuela that don't have anything usually end up playing in the major leagues because their deal is what are we going to eat tonight, as opposed to my son is where we're going to go eat tonight.
Yeah.
So those are two different mindsets right off the bat. Okay. So if we don't go to, let's say, Chick-fil-A, then there's probably a good chance that my kids are going to be upset because they didn't go eat Chick-fil-A. These dudes over here, and when I take my kids to the Dominican Republic, they struggle, dude, because there ain't no Chick-fil-A over there. There's one McDonald's on the island, okay, and there's one Burger King. They have to eat what they eat. And so it's tough adapting. So, I mean, it's just all based on the kid. I mean, however, whatever happens, but they got to just be mentally strong. How they get there, that's up to the parent.
Good Bryce Harper's dad. I wish we could call him up and ask him
Why?
the reason, because you
He,
made a
he
point.
was a suburban kid.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What's the difference?
He was just born with it.
Well, I mean, how do we know that? We gotta ask. We gotta ask the guy. You know what I'm saying? How do we know that? That's what I'm saying. Like, how do we know that?
Okay.
You know,
You got kids on your team right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many are on y'all's team? 11?
Okay, I see.
12?
I see what you're gonna
Okay.
ask.
How many, without naming names, can you say right now have it?
I don't know. I'll let head
How
coach.
How many have it?
I'm the game changer.
You know,
Dad.
I was told by a coach this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He said, for you to be a good coach, you have to tell yourself all the kids are awful, and that'll make you a better coach. Because if you think a kid is a stud, you won't push him as hard. I was told this weekend by a pretty good team.
Okay,
It
I
was
don't
a
believe
pretty
that.
good team.
I don't believe that at all.
And I mean, I thought about it. I was like, I mean, maybe I should start doing that.
What, pushing your...
Pushing my kids by just saying they're never good enough.
Okay.
Keep pushing them to be better.
Yeah, but you can lose them there.
So you gotta
I mean, but
know the kid you're working.
yeah,
with
you
to
got, I
say
mean,
that.
you can't
Yeah.
just go
Okay,
at
so
a
let's
kid.
go. So let's go back.
You can't just go at a
how
kid.
How many kids on your team have it?
Have it?
Yeah.
I would say probably about 7 or 8.
Really? That's
Yeah.
a high number.
How many on yours?
Probably about 3 or 4.
Like it as in what? College or like
Yeah,
big league?
it. I'm talking everything, dude.
College? I'd
Yeah.
say 7 or 8.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a high number.
Damn.
That's a high.
I mean,
against the kids. I'm just
the
saying.
way I'm working them, I've never worked that hard.
Okay.
I've never worked that hard.
Now,
I
do
didn't
you-
start that until I was 16.
Now, do you think they'll continue that when they leave you? If they leave you.
I hope
if
if
they
they
leave you.
don't leave me, then I say 7 or 8.
Okay. All right.
If they don't leave me,
Okay. That's a big number.
I mean that's my goal.
No,
I mean,
no,
wouldn't you aim high?
I just think,
Damn, look, Troy just put the sad face. How many you got, Troy? I know how many you're gonna say. You're only gonna say one.
I just it's just a topic, dude. I mean,
Yeah. No,
I
I
mean-
mean, I just want to push every kid hard.
Yeah, but do we push every kid hard?
I try to.
I think it's tough sometimes.
But don't they have to have the mental toughness to, if you do push them hard?
Well, you
mean,
know
if
who
you
to
push
talk
them,
to and who.
Yeah.
Who,
I mean,
who can take it and who can't take
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can. There's ways to say it, I guess, because
Okay.
you can't be a straight dick to
Yeah.
these kids. I mean, there's some kids that can take it, and some kids you have to be a little soft.
Yeah. You got to
I mean,
adapt.
Because everybody's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
So what happens if you go to high school and it's a completely different situation with the coach?
Well, they pretty much do the same thing. I mean, they figure out
Yeah.
at a early
Yeah.
time who they can talk to,
Yeah.
who they can't
It
talk
literally takes about.
to. What, 2 practices, 3 practices?
No, I would say.
One.
1?
I would
The
say
mo- the
one,
moment
and
they
you could
step on
figure
the
out
field.
a kid. Yeah.
Like
Once you
body
have a
language.
conversation with them, you figure out their baseball IQ just by talking,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can tell if they're soft or, it's okay to
So
be hard on them.
when you stepped on the field at Sam Rayburn as a coach, you knew right then and there who you can
Yeah.
push. And, okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We talk about grades, grub, girls.
Yeah.
Mental toughness. Does that change when puberty hits? That's a good one.
Distraction.
Could it improve or could it worsen?
It's all the same.
That's. I mean, you're.
I'm just
I think.
asking.
I think it's. I don't even think it comes into play.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Not. I mean.
By then you should have it or you shouldn't, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We all know. I mean, we're sitting out here talking about it. We know if the kids on your team have it or not. I mean, quit the BS. We all know it. We all know it right now. Who's going to go to the next level and who's not. Plain and simple. We all know that. So when we figure that out, how do we still stay on those kids, or what do we do? I mean, do we keep on pushing
I
them?
think it's
But-
different
pushing
with
them?
each coach. Like,
Yeah, it's
you
different,
know,
right?
Especially
Yeah.
like with the kids that have it, you'll probably push them more. Like
Okay.
you'll probably get on them about something you wouldn't get on with the kid you think is soft or can't, won't be able to play at the next level. And I've been kind of doing that lately, with different kids. And I think every coach, not
Yeah.
every coach, but most coaches do.
Yeah,
that.
like in high school. I mean, you're not gonna get mad at a kid that can't
do
so-
it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't get mad at my eighth hole. I'm talking about high school. I wouldn't get mad at my eighth hole like I would my third batter. If my eighth hole swung at a high pitch, I'd be like, all right, dude, you gotta look better. If my third hitter did that, I'd be on his. I mean,
Yeah.
on his
'Cause he
butt
knows better,
because
yeah.
he knows better, and
He's
I
in
mean
that
that's
spot.
just how the way it is.
Okay.
At this age, 11 or 12, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of the kids are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, they're
'Cause
pretty
like-
much the same. So that's why when you say, I mean, it's hard to say at 11-year-old team how many kids have it because they still haven't even hit puberty yet.
And they don't.
Hey,
they
hey,
haven't caught up with
talking
their body.
about that, he makes a
But-
valid point.
But I will tell you this. In a team of 11, 12
Yeah.
that you have right now, only about 3 or 4 are going to actually
Oh,
play
yeah.
high school.
If
Maybe lower, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
if you're talking about in
I mean, those are just
Yeah,
numbers
the-
that have been proven
yeah,
out
the
over
numbers,
time.
yeah.
Especially when they transition to like that 60, 90,
Yeah.
high school. Some kids aren't going to be able to stay with
Yeah.
that. And I
And
know
then you
that.
start getting girls, man.
Hey, but
Yeah.
but
That's
he made a good point, and actually this happened before we got the show started. Jalen was there on the couch, and he was watching Sports Center. So I'm walking out, and he's changing the TV, and I asked him, I was like, "What you gonna put on?" And he's like, "I'm gonna watch, I guess, a cartoon."
Mm-hmm.
And from his own mouth, he goes, "I'm still a kid, Dad." I'm like, I'm still a kid, and like, kind of like it snapped a little bit because I'm like, damn, like it is true when they say like
Yeah,
they're still kids, like because I'm still young myself, so like I look at it a little bit different. But when you hear it from a kid that they tell you that, I guess it's a little bit refreshing because it's like, I mean, you know what we do, Steve. I mean, you guys know. I mean, it's you don't want to make it a job for these young kids
Yeah.
because then they fall out of love out of the game.
They get burnt out
you
really
know what I'm
quick.
saying?
and that's one reason. I mean, I am how I coach. I mean, a lot of people say like I'm soft sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want to always be hard on them
Same.
because eventually when they get to high school, they're gonna have those kind of coaches. So I want to make sure I still keep it fun. So I'll be serious when I have to, but I'll have my moments where I'm
Same.
making my
Yeah,
kids
'cause
laugh and just having
That's a
fun.
good point. That's a
Yeah,
good point.
because it keeps them loose and
Yeah.
they feel like they can talk. Because I've had coaches where I'd be afraid to ask them a question.
Yeah, that's it.
And my kids, they know, when we're not playing, we're on the field, they can come talk to coach. We, shoot, shoot the
Like
stuff
I had
or whatever.
I had Coach Brian come to our first practice and he was throwing BP, and Brian couldn't throw a strike. He threw like 5 in a row, and our kids are like, ball 5, ball in the
Texas
back of the
A&M,
cage,
yeah.
right behind him.
Yeah.
Ball 6, and I turn around, I was like, "Can you tell who's been coaching him?" And he just like looks at me like, "Damn." I mean, it's just the way I like to coach my kids.
Yeah,
I like
'cause-
to make sure
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
still. We're being serious when we have to,
Exactly.
but
having
I'm
fun.
still
And-
having fun because they are only 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I've been pushing Junior, because when I met Junior was a whole different person. I don't know how long y'all have known Junior, but Junior was hard on Jalen. And I think Jalen was like 7 years old. Stud. But he was so hard on him. When Jalen would make an error, Junior was, man, he was cussing at the field. I mean, you couldn't talk to Junior when Jalen made
I
an
was
error.
also on juice at the time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that.
So now, now show your shirt. He's
I'm the game changer,
Oh.
Dad.
He's a game
bro.
changer
Calm.
dad.
I mean,
On
He's
the
transformed.
bucket.
He's transformed.
I mean-
with the pink band.
No, but to touch on Santos' point, he's right. It was a quote that he said a couple years back. He's like, dude, you just gotta let them be kids, man.
Mm-hmm.
And when I kind of like step back and I put myself in his shoes, like, do I really, even though I'm young or whatever, but do I want to be like the reason he doesn't play or he doesn't like the game or he thinks I'm an asshole? No, man. So now that's why I'm like really calm. And it's funny because a lot of people tell me that, like the people that really, really know me, they're like, dude, you're like really calm. You don't, I'm like, dude, I'm just enjoying the game. Once you're calm, you let the kids just play, win or lose. You're having a blast out there, man.
Yeah, because
You
it's
know?
funner
It
to
is
watch.
fun.
But
Yeah.
look, Keith Fetters talks about realistic expectations here. All right, so let me ask you guys a question. At what age is your realistic expectation like confirmed? As far as like what you're gonna peak out. As far
Man,
as you're peaking out.
I don't think you ever know that.
you don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
I could be wrong in that.
I mean, well, just in my past experience, my hardest, I was 24 years old. That's when I threw the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the best shape of my life in college.
Yeah, he was.
And
Well,
in
swole.
college, that was when I started drinking, party. I mean, after college, I started drinking a lot more, partying a lot more. and I was throwing harder.
Right.
And it was just like, I mean, one day I was benching 225, and then I could hit 260, 270 like nothing. You just get that grown man strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was at like 23, 24. And I wasn't working out as hard. I was just stronger. So I mean, it's hard to say when.
Yeah.
It's more of a mental, I would say.
You know, my thing on that is that as you go through the game, you see. Let's say a 10U team right now.
Yeah.
Okay, doesn't matter who it is, but they have some good players on that team.
Yeah.
Okay, and so like their 7th, 8th, and 9th year batting in the lineup kids. Now, once they start developing
Yeah.
and they get bigger, those kids usually are better
Are the
than
better.
Yeah.
than the guys
Yeah.
that are the studs right now.
Exactly.
And so you never really know. It's just just fun watching that transgression.
So like when you say how many kids of mine can make it, I think one of my hardest workers is my smallest player. He's my smallest player.
My youngest kid.
I mean, right now he can hit it out of the infield maybe, but he has the best swing. He feels
so
the best.
you think he'll get it as he gets older?
I mean, if he gets bigger,
If you get a little size on him.
if he gets some size, man, he's gonna be a hell of a player.
Teams like size.
Mm-hmm.
But he's fast.
If not,
Kids,
let him play in the SWAT.
They like speed.
They
They
love
like
them
speed.
small guys, 85 mile an hour throwing guys.
You can't teach speed.
Can't teach that.
You can't teach speed.
Yeah, but you got to get on base in order for
No,
that speed to work.
Definitely. But I mean,
Yeah.
if you have a good swing, you're just.
But Terrence
small.
Gore's been in the league for a long time, and
Yeah.
he's he's
That's
fast.
what I'm trying to work on one of my kids. He
Yeah.
runs AAU track. Japanese kid,
Oh.
fast, like flying. And most of the time he bunts. I'll look at him like, you already know.
Mm-hmm.
If the third baseman's gonna play back, take that free hit. Just like
Got
I tell all my fast guys. I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to tell you if the guy has a slow leg kick, take off to second base. Like, you should know that. And so, like, I give him, like, his swing is, like I said, his biggest issue is because he played league ball all his life. And he was tearing it up in league ball, but it's league ball.
The confidence level is different.
Yeah. And then now he's probably struck out maybe 70% of the time. And that other 30% he's got to hit because he's laying a bunt down. And so that builds confidence. I'm just trying to build confidence while I work on his swing, and then later on, because he has probably one of the top 3 most power on the team. He just doesn't know how to swing the bat. When he learns how to do that,
That'd be good. Well,
Did
nice.
it cut off?
Well, it's been interesting topics. I mean, so we'll leave it till next week.
I like it.
I'll come in from Laredo. I'm assuming Santo's going to be here.
I mean, I gotta.
Or
I gotta,
Bet said she'll be here too.
I gotta take
Yeah.
over, Steve.
Yeah,
It's my time to shine,
Sign
Steve.
that 2-week
Good, I hope so.
contract.
It's
I hope
my
so.
time to shine,
That
Steve.
2-week contract.
I hope so.
No, wait.
It was 3
Oh yeah, you got 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Put his
Yeah.
2-week notice in.
2 weeks.
Damn.
Take 2 weeks off, and it'll be another 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2-week
2
notice.
weeks.
I'm
2
telling you,
Start calling
Junior.
him 2-week Steve.
I told you, Junior gave me a 3-week contract. He said you got to show up or
Good.
you go home.
Good.
I
good.
told him,
I said
like,
it's
man,
all right.
we
I'm
need
gonna hit a
some
bomb
content.
show. I'm all right. I'll hit a bomb
Bro,
show.
let's go.
That's funny.
East side.
That's funny. But yeah, man. So, thanks everybody for tuning in on a Friday night. Man, unfortunately, I'll be at Baseball USA in a couple of hours.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go.
Are you too? Oh, you'll be at Big League Dreams,
See me
right?
at Big League
Hey,
Dreams.
make sure y'all post a picture on the page in the
I
morning.
won't post a sunrise on the field.
Man.
tomorrow.
I'll be in my sleep.
Good.
Look, I'm gonna wake up.
No, no,
I'll
go
watch
to
y'all
sleep,
from
go to
Highcast, but I'm gonna have a hot cocoa. I'll put it on the TV right
Junior, we have
Yeah.
practice
Warm.
at 10, bro.
Oh.
Be there at 9:45. Don't be late.
9:59.
Oh,
Because I'm
man.
going to be there right at 10, so I need you there
I'm
early.
sick.
I need
I
you
got,
there
the, I
early.
got
Works.
the coronavirus.
It works. It works. But for Julio, you got anything before we go, dude?
No,
It's
show.
good to be back.
Good show, guys.
Good to be back. Love the shirts. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow.
Yeah, this shirt
man,
is
appreciate
fun.
it. Hell yeah, I'm
Steve,
gonna wear it too.
can I get one, or is mine cotton?
No. I get you one. Like I said, dude, I got these 2 weeks ago. And shout out to Jaime with Jada Services for getting them for me.
Miss Beth said no updated predictions for the S30.
Nah, we'll do that next week.
We'll do it next
Yeah,
week.
we'll do it next week.
Okay.
We'll do it
Well,
next
The
week.
WindUp week 2 rankings, since really it was just like a staggered week, they stayed the same. I'll drop them after this weekend, so I'll drop them. You'll get the rankings. It'll be the next Friday, so we'll give you an updated one.
So, Steve, can we sell these shirts, or
Yeah, we could.
I think that y'all would make some.
I think you can make some money. I'll definitely buy one.
Treat it
I
as
mean,
a
I should get one
fundraiser.
for free, covering
Well,
your ass for 4 weeks.
It was done as a joke because I thought I had I had an excellent picture until the next week when somebody had almost the same identical picture. I had to look at it. I thought somebody wasn't going to give me photo credit.
Come on, man.
And I looked at it, and what was different? I think
I got it here.
what was different? The drink.
So that's the first one with the drink, and then the second one, the shorts.
Oh yeah, shorts.
You got the other picture?
Yeah, it's both of them the same right now.
Oh, let me see.
Are we like 10 minutes late or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lagging
Keith
a little
must
bit.
not have seen
That's-
us play them, but okay, that's fun.
funny.
Well,
one.
fellas,
Keith must be playing with the Canes now.
There's the other one there.
It's the short and the shirt. The
Oh,
man.
Come on.
with the glasses.
Man.
Got me.
He looks focused though.
Yeah, he
Man,
was.
man.
He was in it.
I had missed the play there.
He was
and,
in that sucker, dude. He was just like that. I was like, dude, I was trying to get a. He offered me a piece of what do you have, a sandwich, right? He
the
was
barbecue
eating, Yeah, he
sandwich.
was eating a sandwich.
Oh, yeah,
He was all game
in the
changer,
middle of
man.
the game.
Hey, coach, he was all game changer, man. He had a barbecue sandwich, he had a drink, and then he had that bang, and I was like, dang,
hell
dude.
yeah.
He's like,
Had
"You
the
want
full
some,
package.
Steve? You want some, Steve?" We're over here hitting.
I'm telling you guys, man. Unless like when Brian or Santos can't be on the field, yeah, that's the only time you're gonna see me on the field. I'm retired, man.
You're retired? Okay, good
I'm
job.
retired from official tournaments. Like I'm just,
Okay, nice.
I did pass the background check.
Yeah, I
that's
was
not
about to
the
say,
reason.
is it
being.
because of the
Oh, okay.
background
That's
check?
not
Yeah.
the reason.
Mine is still
That's
pending.
not the reason. You're
Mine's
still
still
pending.
pending.
Are we losing the
No,
coach
no.
because of the background?
No, I just told you guys. I'm taking a step
Oh.
back. I want to enjoy
Hey,
it.
I got worried.
were we supposed to talk about shaved and rolled bats?
Yeah, dude. You want to leave because you play at 8. Yeah.
No. Oh, okay, just say,
Hey.
what do you think about rolled bats? What is your opinion on that?
We kind of touched on it last week, all right?
Because
Yeah.
I had a
Really?
lot
I
of
don't-
parents get onto me saying
I don't-
it's the same as breaking in a bat, as same as using a break-it-in
Oh,
bat.
man, I don't know about all that. I'm not a fan of them.
I mean, if your kid's gonna
If-
be good, your kid's gonna be good.
Yeah,
you
but
don't need to do all that.
you start getting into the realm of hurting kids.
Yeah, that's what I was exactly.
and
what I said.
that right there is not.
I'm not gonna say
cool
I'm
with that.
okay with the shaving because I'm not. I'm not saying I'm okay with the rolling because I'm not. But if you do have a composite bat, you do need to put in some hits in it before you use it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why they're rolling. I mean, right?
Man, I don't know. I'm not a fan of them.
I mean, I just wouldn't want a kid to get hurt over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean,
that-
that's
it's
my
not that
biggest thing.
serious.
It's not that serious.
Yeah, I'm
At
with the
11.
coach. It's not that serious, but some people out there,
People take it that serious.
some,
They do.
some hey, dude, those guys are rolling bats for teams, and they keep on doing
But
it.
why post it though?
You saw that?
Why post
Making
it?
a
You
business
saw
out
it?
of
gotta make
Yes.
money.
They post it every day.
It's like saying I need a pickup player. Why would you post that? You need a pickup player. They want to make money.
Hey,
I knew he was gonna do it.
Keith
funny.
just told you he loves you, man.
Oh, hey,
All
Keith.
right. I hate this man.
Yeah, maybe I'll meet Keith one day.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
He's
meet
got to
Keith
play with
one
a
day.
team in Houston.
Who's that? Keith?
Wink, wink.
Who's he play with?
Who's playing with the?
Man, let's not.
He's not with Cities anymore.
No.
Oh, okay.
Bing plays with Hustle, huh?
Yeah, that's in California.
Yeah.
So he's not playing while he's in here. I have no idea.
Guess not.
Oh, okay. Well, kid's good though. He's
I-
good,
I
so
try-
he won't have a problem picking up on the team.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So you know.
So real quick, this wanted to make this announcement real quick. So any tournament directors that are on our page and are going to be posting pics, our policies are going to change on the group. So we'll post some updated ones soon. So just make sure before you post a tournament on the Houston Select group, just get with me, Steve, or Julio, or any of our mods, and before you post it on there. If not, it would be deleted.
And so we're going to make some changes to the page
Yes.
only because we keep on getting notifications and all this and all that, and
Yes.
people don't like this, and so we got to stop from our daily lives to
Yes.
go on the page and start either deleting or modifying or can this go?
Yes.
That's
So that
There's just
goes-
too much stuff.
it's a
on
second
the page.
job for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that goes
Yeah.
for tournaments, vendors
Products.
of any kind, products,
Yeah.
and that's it. Just
You'd be surprised at how many stuff gets
Basically-
flagged just because.
Especially
Yeah.
just the spam part of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll have those updated rules within the next couple of days posted on the page.
Yeah.
I
So
want to
make
get
sure
a
you follow it.
shout out to Thomas Johnson. He's pretty good at reporting
Yes.
Yeah.
the spam on there. So
Yes,
thank you,
Thomas
Thomas,
Johnson.
for reporting those
Uh,
posts.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Thank you. Also, our website, Julio, give us an update on that.
Yeah, the website's more than halfway done. So we're hoping maybe by the end of this upcoming week we'll have it out. It's gonna have a lot of content on there. So
So
Yeah.
on the website, we're gonna put the guests.
we'll put the
tournament
upcoming
winners,
guests. We'll put the upcoming events, camps or tournaments, and then we'll
photo
put
of the week.
photo of the week, and then we'll have like a past tournament results.
okay, nice. So it's
Then,
gonna be like
oh,
interactive stuff. Okay.
We'll have all our videos and all our podcast episodes on there.
Nice.
So it's gonna be pretty good.
Cool.
I'm excited.
So again, if you're looking to be a sponsor of the show,
yeah. Sponsors a big part of it.
get via DM with me, Julio, or Steve.
Hey, you know what? And before we go, I want to thank Santos again, and I also want to thank Coach for coming out as well. But we're working on a new show that, you know what, Santos, I think you'd be good on.
What?
For
We'll talk about it. The one I texted you guys the other day.
yeah.
Why?
You don't know what I'm
why
talking about.
am I not in that
You know
group?
what I'm talking about?
Why am I not in the group?
About the new show that is in development.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Why am I not in the
Oh,
group?
Because you're not a part of it. That's why.
Yeah, but I'm an admin to y'all's page.
No.
I get the
That's
same
different.
things y'all get,
That's different.
but
That's
I can't get on the group message.
No.
When I
can't.
saw that, I was like, I don't know if I want to join this.
Hey, okay, so let me answer a question. A lot of people say, "Why is the group closed?" Well, it's closed because if we don't close it, then we get just random people that
Random
are
people.
spam that'll go in there and attack and just disintegrate the group.
They don't know how many
Oh, we get a lot every single day.
like uniform vendors we get from overseas.
I want to
Yeah.
again,
Oh.
please. I want to
Yes.
give a
Dude.
shout out to our people, large following, our extremely large following in India.
Oh my god, dude.
You guys are the
Every
best.
day.
I've gotten about 10 messages this week from that.
Jeez,
No, dude,
everybody's
we
selling
get 10 a
uniform.
day.
Yeah.
No more. It all
Everybody's
depends.
selling
Well, I mean,
uniform.
Yeah.
at least delete 10.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
think
said-
like on last Saturday we had like about almost 100.
I at least delete 10
Yeah.
and block 10 a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the reason why. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Like
we
I
have to
said,
make changes to the page.
Second
Common
job for
sense
us.
too, bro.
Yeah.
Just 'cause of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, second job. So, so thanks for everybody for tuning in, excuse me. We'll be back next Friday. I'll be in Skype, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll get you
Junior, Julio,
I'll be
maybe
alive.
Santos will be
I'll
here
be
again.
here. My
Coach,
contract-
thanks for coming, man. Nice meeting you, my man.
Yeah.
Nice
you.
meeting you.
Thank
We'll be
you.
seeing you
Fellas,
out
Thank
there.
you, thank
It
you.
was a pleasure. I appreciate you guys having me on, man. It was a
Yeah.
blast.
Thanks for
Anything
coming
you
out.
want to say? Where should we find you on social media? And stuff
Man, you can find us on Instagram, HTX Jackets, all the way. And then Facebook, we have 2W Baseball Academy. You guys can just search that in the search engine, and it'll come right up. And if you guys need more information on, stuff like that, you guys can get at me. Those two probably the best ways to get at me. Like I said, if you guys are looking for a team, shout out to Santos.
I'll make sure I tag them if anybody.
Now,
Anybody looking for a team, I'll tag 'em.
13 you were looking for 1-2 more players, and then my 16 I'll post that later on, and we'll have tryouts for that in like mid-May, early May, and then get the season kicked off. But no, like I said, guys, it was a pleasure, and I'm glad you guys invited me. It was a blast.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. And obviously, we'll have you on again sometime later on this year.
Yes, sir.
I'll be coming in on remote from Laredo, so I don't know who I'm gonna have on.
But
the show.
whenever I come again, bro, you can't be on Skype. You gotta be here. You gotta be here, Steve. You gotta be here.
What if he calls the last 10 minutes? Does that count? No.
No,
No, I'm gonna. Well,
gonna be
me
live
and
the whole
Julio
show.
are trying to work on how we're gonna do that. So
Yeah, we'll get some going.
yeah. So
And,
I'm probably gonna have some coaches there, some high school coaches there, chopping it up, as Junior
Nice.
would say. So
chopping it up.
yeah.
Hey,
And-
but real quick, Steve, I don't mean to cut you off. For everybody, I gotta get this out because it's on my notes. For everybody inquiring about the C4 bats, my inbox is currently flooded at the moment. So this is the way that you're gonna order. Okay, step 1. Okay, choose your length of the bat, Steve. This is a very, very, very big question, huge question that you will answer for everybody. What size do you make the bats? What drop size?
The lowest we go on drop size is -4. That's it.
Okay.
We don't do any -5, 6, 7, 8. All it's going to do is it's going to it's going to compromise the wood. And
Yeah.
you're going to break the wood, and then you're going to get mad at me because your son can't hit or whatever. And it's just trust me. If you don't buy a C4 bat, do not buy a bat that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drop. It's not a good bat. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
And so
There you have it. So step 1, choose the length.
Choose the length,
You know
yeah.
the drop is going to be drop 4.
yeah, four is
Choose your color and whatever custom engraving you want.
Yep.
Make sure that you send payment to Cash App, $sign C4 bats.
Yep.
And then once you sent that, just take a screenshot, send it to Steve or me, and then send it with your information to your bat specs.
And your
then-
address.
And your address and all that stuff.
And in 2 weeks, you'll get your bat.
And in 2 weeks, you'll get your bat. So these prices are $125, and that includes shipping
And taxes.
and taxes.
Yeah.
So $125 directly to the Cash App. 2 weeks, you'll have your bat. And how does the warranty work if they're Steve?
Well, actually, if we're not doing a warranty, because if we're going to be like every bat company, if I'm going to give you a warranty, that bat's going to be $200 now.
Okay.
And so, but we'll work with you and that's why it's so important that you get your drop correct. Okay. And when you're hitting with the wood bat, you can't just swing at every single ball. You know, if a ball's inside and it's going to hit your hands, do not swing at it. If it's low and away and you're going to try to one arm it, then you're going to hit the top of the bat and you're going to break it. I mean, so you got to know exactly how to use a wood bat, but we will work with you on something like that. So that's pretty easy.
What the hell is this guy talking about?
I don't know it.
We'll read it later.
Yeah. Well, but other than that, man, thanks for a great show. It was fun. I'm glad to be back. Love the shirts. Once again, shout out to Jaime Jada Services for getting them to us. And also, I don't know who that is.
Keith.
Oh. And also, I want to give a shout out to my little birthday shout out to my little friend, Osea. I'm going to see him in Laredo. And I hope his dad answers my phone call because he's supposed to take me out to eat on Thursday and Friday. So we'll see.
Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday, yes.
Wow.
Thursday and
Somebody
Friday.
really likes you.
Yeah.
I hope you're taking him a C4 bat, huh?
No.
Wow.
No.
All right,
no.
don't
I'm
buy
taking him
one
something
of those.
different. He's 10 years old. I mean, so I'm gonna go hang out with him over there, and we'll see what happens. So, but I'll be coming live from Laredo again.
Shout out to everybody we blocked from the page and continues to follow us.
That's love.
Right.
That's mad love.
Man. So with that being said, from C4 Bat Company, Isa Cookies, Ferrari Michelada Mix, the WindUp Media Group, which consists of the WindUp Podcast and the Check Down. Check Down Podcast is going to have Art Browse on Wednesday. Ooh. Art Browse, where's he coaching that now? Somewhere in Texas, right?
Yeah, high school.
Okay, yeah, somewhere in high school. So Art Browse does not give interviews anymore.
It's gonna be a nice.
So it's going to
show
be
on
an
Wednesday.
exclusive. We've already been getting messages from ESPN and Fox. They want to do. I mean, they want to pipe in on it and all that. So it's going to be big. So so tune in on Wednesday to Check Down 8:00. I don't know what time Coach Browse is going to be on, but he's going to be on. So make sure you tune in to Rob and Roy on that. They do a great job over there. But from everybody here, from our worldwide studios in Pasadena, Texas, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.